should be live now. Oh, there's already somebody in here in the chat. The chat didn't pop up for
yeah.
me. Oh yeah, so we should be live now. So hello everybody, welcome to SmoothBrainEDH. I'm talking, so Jason can tell me if I sound reasonable in the levels. Jason, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, how do I sound on the YouTube?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, and how does the music sound? Because you can probably hear that the entire time.
It's good. Yeah, everyone
and
sounds
then-
good here.
Yeah, Jason, how do you... Well, you can hear yourself, I guess, so how do you feel? How do you sound?
Also, apologies to the people in the chat. There is a delay here.
There's a
Just
slight-
sound check.
Yes.
Matt, can you say a couple nice little things?
Hello, all the people, wonderful people in chat. How's it going, guys?
Oh yeah, we're glad to be here. We've got a couple of fun decks lined up that we're going to be trying to brew today.
Yeah, as you can already see, we have Olivia Voldaren pulled up. We're starting with her. Did Matt sound good, by the way, Jason? I can turn him
Yep,
up.
that sounds good.
Okay, cool. Well, I think we're good to start then. We started to talk about it before we started streaming. We were talking about how we each like approached the start of building a deck, and we decided we should have that on stream. So we've already started with the commander in 36 Waste, which is traditional for Jason and Matt. I don't personally do that, but it's a fun way to start.
Waste. The perfect placeholder.
Look,
Indeed.
if your final deck list isn't 36 waste plus the rest of your deck, you're not doing it right.
Thank you,
That's all
Gara.
I'm
I will
saying.
turn the music down just a little bit. If it gets to be too quiet, also let me know. But yeah, no, 36 Waste is fun to start off with. I usually go, well, for me at least, it's bottom up. I put in like the stuff I know I need, like card draw and graveyard recursion and graveyard hate in mana, and then I get to like the fun cards. And I like to follow Tomer's checklist, which is why I have it up here on the side in case I want to reference it. But usually go from the bottom up from here.
So my
Sometimes
first,
Yeah, it's,
oh, sorry,
Go
I was gonna say my first question whenever I do deck building is, what power level are we going for? How hard are we trying to go here? We're working with Olivia Voldaren, who can do some pretty powerful things, but are we trying to like abuse her ability? Are we wanting to do vampire tribal? Are we putting mana crypt in the deck?
Yeah, we're putting Mana Crypt in the deck.
This
This,
is-
is
okay,
my deck.
this
so-
is yeah. We should be upfront. This is Matt's deck, so Matt does
Yeah.
get final say on that.
Okay.
We are putting fast mana, just because Olivia Voldaren is like very mana intensive, as it turns out. So we're gonna go ahead and say fast mana is okay in the deck, even though it's not gonna. It's going to raise the power level a lot, but it's not going to take it over the edge, right?
That's an interesting suggestion.
Yeah.
No, somebody in the chat said Soul Devi Adnate. I think I've seen this card before. It does look familiar. But sacrifice a black or artifact creature, add an amount of black mana equal to the sacrifice creature's mana value.
I do actually quite like that stack. Doesn't sound
Yeah, that
terrible.
actually is a pretty decent way. Like if you start snagging high value things to, yeah, you gain control of them with Olivia, sacrifice them,
Yeah, I'll throw it in.
activate Olivia. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's definitely something worth considering.
Also, folks in the chat, how would you prefer to see the deck list in Moxfield? Because right now it's text, but we can do, you know, the stacks or the grid.
I think doing the grid would probably be.
Yeah.
the
I
best
tend to
way.
prefer, yeah, actually being able to see the stuff. But we can do that for now. We can do this for now. Yeah, the visual grid. Okay. So yeah, where do we want to start? Since we know we're mana crypt power level, I guess where do we want to
Okay.
start? Mana, fun cards, staples like removal and stuff like that.
Let's start with staples. Go ahead and get those out of the way. So,
Alright. What do you think?
Deflecting Swat, Deadly Rollick are both auto includes in the deck.
I also know when I'm deck building, I like to sort stuff into categories. So like Deadly Rollick would be in a removal tab for me. Deflecting Swat would be in a protection tab for me. Since it's your deck list, we should probably. How do you like to sort your stuff?
Yeah, that's a great question. Normally, I just kind of throw stuff in and don't really tag it out. I should go ahead. I should be doing this. This is something that I admit that I'm not the best at doing.
We're gonna instill a good deck building habits into Matt. It also helps me to figure out like the numbers of stuff, like if I have enough ramp and stuff like that. So Debbie Adnate, are you considering that ramp or like more of like a sack outlet type of thing?
I'm almost wanting to consider that a sack outlet. It seems more like we're going to steal somebody's commander and then sacrifice it to that creature to get a whole bunch of black mana, or an advert amount of black mana, because a lot of what I see with Olivia Voldaren is more, we should think of this as kind of like a theft deck plus vampires rather than a vampires first deck.
Okay, so like playing traditional vampire lords, probably not something we're going to work with, but relevant vampires to what we're trying to do, we're going to go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we can actually tag it as both, but yeah, I'll tag it as sack outlet for now. If we want to do sack outlet in ramp for that, but yeah, we can start here. And we are building Olivia Voldaren. We are at like high casual. We don't really like to put numbers on stuff just because of the fact that everybody's like 7 is different. So like where you be playing fast mana and casual, it's not quite CEDH, but pretty powerful.
Oh, did you see what? I can't remember if it was EDH Rec or Scryfall who did this, but they made it for April Fools. You could put in an entire deck list and it would tell you the power level, and it always came back as a 7.
Oh yeah, that
it always was a 7.
That was great. All right, so we're working more on the theft and sack side of things, but we're going heavy on mana. So I like cards like Dark Ritual in these situations where you just need the burst of mana.
Yeah, I happen to agree with that.
And I wouldn't put that in ramp necessarily. I would put it in like burst mana, I guess is what we would call it.
Yes, it would probably be in the territory of optimized. Zach was here.
Yeah, optimized for sure.
Like heavily optimized is what we're gonna kind of shoot for here.
Hey Simeon, yeah, I noticed you from the Discord. Yeah. Join our Discord, by the way. I think we have our links in the description, if I did it right. Yeah.
Cliffwoody, Death Touch is definitely a good option. A card like Basilisk Collar goes very well with Olivia in case you just want to get to machine gunning.
Yeah, also, I mean, the lifelink there is nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and put like Lightning Greaves and Basilisk Collar in the deck, because...
Do you want boots as well?
Boots are a little worse, but I think it's worth considering.
I think it's worth considering. Go ahead and put them in for now.
Yeah, I think we can always cut it later.
Yeah.
Justin, I think we're going for more themed, or not more themed, more combo with Sacrifice. So put that like in the protection tab. We're gonna put in Swiftfoot boots. Oh, I put Swift boot. Nice. Instead of Swiftfoot boot.
Learn to spell, Logan. Come on.
I'll have you know I got 2nd place in my 7th grade spelling bee.
Hell yeah.
Moxfield's being a little slow today.
Yeah, it usually happens. If you do Shift Enter, and so long as you have the spelling roughly fine, it puts it in a queue to add it so that when it just loads it'll go in just fine.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Basilisk Collar, I don't know if it fits a certain category. That's when I would put in like Synergy, because it's kind of it's good in the deck, but doesn't have a specific category that I like.
So since we're also on the we're good.
I'll close that tab. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Oh, Scryfall is timing out on Moxfield then. Okay, that's not a big deal. So we said best. Let's go Synergy. All right. In like burst mana stuff, call the week. I think it's calling the week or call the week. It's when I play in my
sacrifice creature had 4 black, I believe. That's the card you're talking about.
Yeah, sack creature. Yeah, it's an additional cost. Sack creature gain 4. Yeah, you get 4 black mana.
Yeah. Yeah. Burnt Offering is also a pretty good one that you get to play.
Sacrifice is another one too. You want all of those?
Yeah. We can cut down later, and I mean, we might as well just throw the kitchen sink at it and then kind of cut down from there.
Yeah. I guess you're gonna want stuff like Phyrexian Altar.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put these in sack outlets as well. And I guess Soul Devi would be burst.
So, Phyrexian Altar, Phyrexian Tower. Both of them, for sure. I don't know that I necessarily want Ashnod's Altar, because I think I more value the colored sources.
I think you need the colored sources, yeah. So I know...
both, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can just throw Ashnod's for now. Phyrexian Tower was the land one, if I remember correctly, so... I do. Okay, so lands. Now we start cutting waste one at a time. Sack outlet. So we're probably gonna want stuff like Pawn of Ulamog and... I'm trying to think what's the actually good one that's a pirate that makes treasures.
Pitiless Plunderer.
That's what I'm thinking of. I don't know how I forgot about Pitiless Plunderer.
Oh wait, we're in red. We forgot like one of the most important red cards.
Look at Dockside.
Dockside
Extortionist. You know, the goblin vampire pirate. Very important. You might as well just classify him as hardcore just to actually ramp.
That's what I put him in usually when I'm building. Yeah. I throw Pawn of Ulamog too because it does similar stuff to Pitiless Plunderer, but it makes colorless.
I got a question for both us and chat here. How do we feel about putting cards that are spoiled from New Capenna in here? Do we want to exclude them for now, or do we want to go ahead and include them? Because if people don't want to look at spoilers, then that's fair. We don't have to put it in.
I know I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it. Because this deck won't be around for like another couple weeks, because the altar's got to get done and all that, so...
That's a fair point.
I'm fine with it, but if people don't want to see it, that's also fine.
Mm-hmm.
What Capenna stuff were you thinking of? I am excited for the Grixis Precon, Zach.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's the card that works specifically with the treasures to provide you card advantage. What is the name of it?
All right, we're going to Mythic Spoiler.
Oh, the Brawler?
Yeah, it's, what is it called? Professional whatever?
Professional Face Breaker. I think I actually got it right.
Yeah.
It's the only card with professional in the name. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's see. When one more creature you control do a combat damage, create it. So this is kind of like card selection, but also it makes mana. So I'm gonna put this in card selection.
Yeah,
but
it's
also,
more for the card selection than the acceleration, but it's a little bit of both. It's also helpful because since Olivia has flying, she's able to go and give herself her own acceleration here. Then
true.
I think we should go ahead and put Blood Artist and Falconer Athnoble in.
That makes sense to me,
since they're extremely synergistic pieces to this.
How do you feel about Bastion? How do you feel about Bastion of Remembrance?
I'm fine with Bastion as well.
I think it's one of the worst ones, but
yeah. It's pretty bad. I would think you would rather have Zulaport, which now that I think about it, I should probably throw that in.
Do we want to just like commit a little bit harder to being like a high ramp sack deck?
I think so, with Theft as a sub theme. I think that's where we need to go with this.
So do you want stuff like Claim the Firstborn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually like the suggestion of the new Ob Nicholas in this deck.
Oh yeah, we should definitely throw him in.
That definitely sounds really good.
I think I saw a Cabal Ritual and Bubbling Muck earlier too.
Mm-hmm.
We can throw those in. Yeah. We're probably gonna end up cutting some burst mana stuff. But...
I will say Cabal Ritual's probably okay. I do think that Bubbling Muck ends up being a little bit too risky for the deck, since this is not quite like a combo Adnaz deck. It is it's an optimized sack deck for what we're going for.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I'll throw it in, but we probably won't end up cutting that one. Oh yeah, new hub. Okay, so what is his subtitle? There's a car outside my house. Okay, it passed.
You should be able to just search on Decklist and find the one that doesn't have a price on it.
Adversary.
Yeah, adversary. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because story spoilers. He is the adversary.
Gotta love that art. Of all.
God, it's so. Oh, the new Cabana art is so
it's
good.
Great, yeah. So where do you want to put this in? Because it does sack stuff. It might just be general like value. So
we're just gonna leave it as a synergy card.
That makes sense. He said reprocess. I do not remember what that card does.
I can look it up.
Sacrifice any number of artifacts, creatures, indoor lands. Draw a card for each permanent sacrifice this way.
I like it. We're throwing it in.
Oh, right.
Well, do we want reprocess, or would we rather have God Eternal Bond 2?
Why not both?
Both are sorcery speed here, so.
Both are sorcery speed. Which one's cheaper mana value wise?
Reprocess is the cheaper.
5.
But Bond 2 is also a creature for reanimation effects and other sacrifice outlets.
That's true. I think I'd much rather have Bond 2 over reprocess, though. I don't think I want both. I think I just want one of the effect.
Right.
Simeon suggested Songs of the Damned, which is a card I would maybe consider. It does require you to have a lot of creatures in your graveyard.
True.
Zach was here is asking our opinion on the new Urabrask. I think new Urabrask is great. Not something I would include in this deck. I think a lot of people undervalue how powerful it is to mess with your opponent's top deck.
Yeah. I will say on the new Urabrask, I think he's the worst out of the Praetors shown, the newer versions of Praetors shown so far. That being said, he's still really good. So, but I just don't think he quite comes to the level that you can see out of Jenga Taxis or Vorninclex, the new ones.
Yeah. We had an internal conversation not too long ago over Sig River Cut Throw, and talking about how a cheap card advantage engine is like one of those subtle workhorses that does a lot. I kind of view Urabrask in a similar category, even though it's 5 mana. It'll do a lot, it's just not going to feel like it.
Yes. Where were we at? Deck building wise, I don't remember. I know we were adding like sack synergy stuff like Blood Artist, Falconroth Noble. I do see Bolas' Citadel. Is this a Bolas' Citadel deck? I'm not sure. I don't think it is, but then again, most
we're not high into the life gain enough for me to want to throw Bolas in there.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, New Hidetsugu is an interesting idea, but it's a little expensive as a sack outlet, and you can only do it once per turn. It's my only thing with that.
Yeah, I'm not too sold on the new Hidetsugu.
As cool as it looks. Well, actually, the sack thing actually is repeatable. It's only 1 black mana.
Here, let's do the boring thing and get our mana rocks in here real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. So we already got mana
Soul Ring.
Yeah, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet.
Let's also get in at minimum our Talisman. Should be Talisman of Indulgence.
Yes, that's the one I play. I should know that.
We can debate them if we want our Signet. And also if we want things like, how many of the 0 mana acceleration pieces do we want? Are we wanting to include Mox Diamond and Chrome Mox?
So personally, because I own Mox Diamond, I would like to put Mox Diamond.
Sounds good.
Chrome Mox, we can leave it out. That's whatever. But since I own, it's the same way with Mana Crypt. Since I own the card, I'd like to throw it in my deck.
What about Mana Vault? Xeraster is a good outlet.
Maybe.
It's
worth considering.
I think we need to look at the curve at the end of the deck. That should be one of the last cards we add.
I don't think you're gonna have enough artifacts for Mopal to make sense. So
no,
you'll get kind of close, but
yeah,
not quite. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw Viserys here in the chat, so I threw it in, and then also Carrion Feeder, since it's similar. I think it does make sense.
Sure. Do
What
we
other
want Goblin
ramp pieces?
Bombardment?
I
I like Bombardment more than I like Carrion Feeder, but
Yeah, I think we want Bombardment over Carrion Feeder.
I will put that in then.
Just because we are going to inadvertently have a lot of vampires in this deck, because they actually make quite a bit of sense. So not having a vampire is kind of relevant for some cards that we're going to have in here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are we trying to do Gravecrawler loops? Probably not, right?
No.
Okay. So we get Goblin Bombardment, Sack Outlet. Let's finish. Yeah, Mana Rocks. What other Mana Rocks do we want? I mean, there's like Cold Steel Heart, but that only makes one color. What were we gonna say?
I would honestly just go ahead and throw Rakdos Signet in there.
Okay. There's also stuff like Prismatic Lens, Thought Vessel, other 2 mana ramp stuff. I really like Skyclave Relic as a 3 mana mana rock because it scales. But if we can probably keep it lower end.
Timothar, Baron of Bats. What does that card do?
Oh, he came out.
Timothar's an odd one.
Timothar is interesting, yeah.
I
Alright,
just saw it
so-
in the chat, so I didn't
yeah.
actually know what the card does.
I'll read it out for you. So it is a 6 mana 4/4 Vampire Noble with Ward for discarding a card. Whenever another non-token vampire you control dies, you may pay 1 and exile it. If you do, create a 1/1 bat with flying, and when it gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it and return the exiled card to the battlefield tapped. I'm not too sold on Timothar, especially because we're not too deep in vampires. If we had more vampires, I think Timothar is a consideration, just as a way to sacrifice your dudes and then just bring them back.
Now, how does that work with stuff I take from my opponents? Do they come back under my control? Or...
You know, I think that does work. Yeah. Well, no, it just says return to the battlefield tapped. I would have to double check on it. The wording's a little bit weird because it just says exile it as opposed to exile from your graveyard. And it's a whenever trigger, so it would have gone to the graveyard in this case since it's using the stack. It's a little bit weird with how how the object's changing, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Simeon, that's actually a really good point about Thought Vessel. You actually sometimes might want to discard the hand size.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Also, we
Also,
are in red-black, so reanimation is on the table.
I guess that brings up a very important question. If we're going high power combo stuff, do we want to be a World Gorger deck?
Could be.
We could be. I'm not opposed to it.
We already have... I was going to recommend putting in Reanimate since we have Dockside.
Yeah.
Just Reanimate Dockside loops are incredibly good. But the World Gorger stuff is an interesting question.
I would also like to throw in Crimson Bride, Olivia, as well.
Yeah, we can do that. I saw Mayhem Devil, so how do you feel about like a Judith and Mayhem Devil? I don't think you wanted those. I feel like we talked about that before, but that might have been a different deck.
That was a different deck, but...
Well, I'm not 100% on Judith, but I do like the
do
Mayhem
like
Devil.
Mayhem Devil in this deck.
Okay, we will throw in Mayhem Devil.
This is a good question. So, Cliffoody, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, has recommended Urborg Cabal Coffers. I do think this is an Urborg Cabal Coffers deck because of how much mana we want.
Yes.
This is a pretty good deck. Okay, so let's see. Urborg. Yeah, there's so many Urborg cards. And then, yeah, Cabal Coffers.
I do actually like Simeon's suggestion here of Madness Anji. For just a looter. I actually kind of like Madness on
That
just in
is,
general.
yeah, Omni Falcon. So, Jeez,
Look at all the families coming together.
I guess we throw this in card selection. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, if we do work order stuff, she's another great outlet there.
Yeah, she's really good for. Hey, you got the pronunciation right, Jason. Yeah, she is really good for if we're going Rogue Order.
I think Nirkana Revenant's definitely a card on the
Oh,
table.
so you want Cryptgas too then?
Okay. Cryptgas, Nirkana Revenant.
I'm gonna throw those under.
The way I see this deck, it's mainly going to be a black deck that splashes red.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That makes sense.
kind of even like typical sacrifice / even if we were to lean into vampires, it'd still be a black deck that splashes colors.
We are brewing Olivia Voldaren.
Yeah.
Thrilling Encore. So Thrilling Encore, if I remember, is return all creatures to the battlefield that were put in the graveyard this turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should be a 5-mana card if I remember
It is 5
correctly.
mana, yeah. I don't know. I feel like it might be too deep, but it is. It's doable. Yeah, let me look it up so I can remember.
Only from the battlefield.
Put under your control all creature cards in all graveyards. Okay, so it goes to your battlefield specifically. So if there's like a board wipe per se, you can play this. It is 5 mana though.
It's a fun one, but at this power level, probably not.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if you guys have built many black-white sack decks, have you ever put Fate's Reward in it?
No.
Yeah, that's largely what it's going to be.
I do like Shelby's suggestion here of New Blood.
I actually don't even know what that card does, but let's see.
That's the additional cost. You have to tap a vampire.
Yeah, tap a vampire, gain control of target creature, and change the text of that creature by placing all instances of one creature type with a vampire. That's interesting. So I guess this goes into the steal effects.
I quite like that for stealing somebody's like will health, replacing zombies with vampires is hilarious.
Oh, that is honestly terrifying. I saw Chaos Warp. Probably want to feed the swarm as well. We want both of those.
Definitely on the Chaos Warp. Feed the swarm.
You have a hard time dealing with enchantments in this deck.
Yeah, enchantments are an issue.
Also got to remember who I'm playing against, so yeah, we definitely want to feed the swarm in here.
You want it against me. Also, Sam plays a lot of enchantments.
Thank you for that. So Gather says that Timothar does in fact put it under your control, or whoever controlled the bat, I should say.
Okay, that is actually makes it more of a consideration then. Because then we can still have our sacrifice theme, but also it stays on our battlefield, which is very relevant.
So, yeah, we'll throw Timothar in though.
Last one is sack, Vandal Blast.
Yep. Those are good ones. One slight downside to Timothar here is if you do get back the creature, it won't be a vampire anymore. Because it is a different instance. Assuming you stole from your opponent and made it a vampire, but that's okay. You still have their creature permanently.
I'd still much rather have their creature permanently than...
That makes sense, yeah. Blasphemous Act.
Yep. Blasphemous Act is good.
Do you want, like, Deluge and Damnation?
Deluge, definitely. I'm actually starting to come down on Destroy board wipes.
Because it's just so much random and indestructible in format.
There's so much random and indestructible in the format now that we really want to get around that type of stuff.
We're even getting shield counters, which are home armor, but don't get around Toxic Deluge. So.
Yep.
That's true. Shield counters are going to be an interesting one to see where they actually pan out.
For sure. Oh, how cringe would we like to get, Matt? How many tutors?
I'm thinking 2. So I'm thinking Vampiric because we have a vampire as a commander, and go ahead and throw Hyper Flavor, and then go ahead and throw Demonic in there.
Yes.
Purely flavored reasonings. No power involved here.
No, definitely not.
It's not cringe because it's on theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's on theme. Do we want to finish up the ramp package? Because I usually throw in a little bit more than this, but it is up to you guys.
Jessica's will, I would almost classify as ramp most of the time. Sometimes it's just card draw, but
it's also a bunch of pings from the commander, so
it is.
That'll kill some things.
So I know we have a bunch of burst mana effects, so we can maybe skimp on the ramp a little bit. I'm probably gonna cut some of this stuff, but
yeah,
knowing that, we can probably leave the ramp package alone for now, I think.
I think with the amount that we have, the ramp that we have is fine for like burst mana. I'm generally trying to shoot for about 13 to 15 sources of ramp in my decks, because I've just found that, like, yeah, you can play a really low CMC deck, but like just having all that mana is normally not an issue, right?
Yeah.
It's always a plus.
Hey Tim, yeah, it was nice hanging out with y'all last night too. I will say for the ramp, we also have like Pitiless Plunderer, Pawn of Ulamog.
Yep.
There's something else. Oh, we have like Phyrexian Altar Ashnods as well. But we could, I mean, but we just want like 13 pieces of hard ramp. I don't hate that either.
I think we can skip out on it just because the burst mana, plus we have Coffers or board package in the deck.
Yeah, this is really helpful. This is really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Where are we at? How much card draw? You know what we need? We need more card draw. We need Morbid Opportunist. We need
Village Rites.
Yep.
Village Rites.
Actually,
the one with Morph. What were we gonna say?
Morph. Oh, Morph one. That's interesting.
Grim Haruspex.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I never
we
morph
do
it.
I was gonna say we want to put a little bit of extra priority on. I don't know why I'm forgetting the name of it. It's everywhere at the moment with the 2 mana 1 Deadly Dispute.
Oh yeah, Deadly Dispute.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of treasure synergies, and we do want extra mana. So.
Yeah, I think we're more so wanting to sack instead of put stuff in the graveyard. So like Faith is super helpful.
Oh my God, Cody! Stinging Study. Get
how
out of here.
How much mana? It would draw 4 cards, so no, not good enough.
No.
Be drawing
unless
me,
you're equal. If we're a 5 CMC commander, we're absolutely putting Stinging Study in. But
Simeon would like us to add Gamble. Do we want to add Gamble?
I'm okay with adding Gamble.
Okay. Yeah, Pitiless Plunder we have in the deck already. Skull Clamp. Are we making enough X1s that Skull Clamp's good?
No, most of our stuff has enough toughness that we
It won't immediately die, but we're killing our stuff anyway with other sack outlets. It's probably still fine.
It's more clunky than most Skull Clamp decks.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I won't deny that.
I don't think Ruffle and Riches.
Yeah, I don't think we're running Revel.
Revel's fun, but I don't know if we can get there.
Yeah.
Greven. I hadn't thought about Greven.
Greven's interesting, but you need good power to make it happen. It works quite well with stealing things with Olivia, or if we have any other temporary effects. Do we want to go deep on temporary, or how many temporary theft effects do we want to try? Like, do we want to do something like Zealous Conscripts?
I think I want more hard theft than I want temporary theft, and that's just a personal preference. Because what I found is, at least attempting to play like temporary theft effects, is that yeah, it's nice, but if I don't know, say Stifle happens or instant speed removal happens, I'd much rather have the hard theft so that way it stays mine and they don't get it back. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right.
No, I think that made sense. You want to be able to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to throw Torment in here, by the way? That's always the question with the black deck.
It's the free easy win, but
I've been including it in less like black decks recently.
I've been including it in a lot less black decks.
Just because I'm trying to win in other ways. Because I've won with Torment so many times. Like, it makes sense in like my Mogus deck, but like my Sir Conrad deck, I'm trying to win with Sir Conrad.
All right, catch you later, Simeon.
Bye, Simeon. Yeah.
I'm thinking. Oh, this is absolutely a Meat Hook Massacre deck, though.
Oh yeah, it is.
Meat Hook's good.
I think we needed one more board wipe anyway. And it's $50. Needs a reprint already.
Oh,
it went down to 50? Good.
Only 50? Dang.
I know, it's been incredible. Yeah, it gives us 3 board wipes. That should be a lot. Where we have removal. We only have like 3 target removal pieces right now. Bone Shards and Bone Splinters are both make sense in this deck, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Somebody just asked for Phyrexian Arena and Necropotence. I'm actually very mid on Phyrexian Arena, just in general.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Phyrexian Arena.
I think it's just too slow, but I love Necropotence in all black deck, so I'm definitely down to include it.
Yeah, we can do Necro. Let's see, where is the removal tab? I think it went away because we haven't added anything to it in a while.
Oh no, it's there. It's just in the like middle.
Okay, I can't read. We've established this, I think. So, and what would you say? Oh, Necropotence. And my voice cracked. Nice.
Illiteracy is cool, kids.
Illiteracy is badass.
Can we remove tags for a second? We need to check counts on creatures, sorceries, and all that.
Well, we can just look right here. We have 19 creatures. We have 11 sorceries, 11 instants, 11 artifacts, 3 enchantments, 36 lands, and a planeswalker.
So I think that our creature count's really low.
Yeah, creature count needs to go
up.
Oh,
for sure.
It needs to go up.
Bojuka Bog.
Just sign Ethan's name on that and be real good.
But yes, other than that, we need creatures. So what creatures are we looking to get? Yeah, let's go ahead and work on that, I guess.
I'm liking Captivating Vampire here. It's another just replacement for Olivia's effect.
Yeah, we are playing Olivia Voldaren and Ryan. So Captivating Vampire.
Do we have enough vampires for Captivating, or should we just be like...
We can make enough vampires for Captivating with Olivia.
Okay.
So I misspelled Captivating. No, I misspelled Vampire, I think. Did I?
You misspelled
Captivating.
Captivating.
I put an extra A in Captivating.
Yep.
I don't know why they put the illiterate person in charge of the stream.
Hey Ryan, we are building Olivia Voldaren. We're going for more of a sack build on this one.
Yes.
Because if we were to try and do vampires, we should just run Edgar Markov. And that's...
For sure.
Like,
so
it's just getting... It's getting to the point where every vampire deck, unless you want to do Grixis with the new Capenna
Evelyn
stuff, you should just absolutely run Edgar Markov. And so we're trying to do a little bit different of a take on Olivia.
Glaring Spotlight Detection Tower. I don't know how much we care about hexproof. I feel like it's not as common, but that isn't a bad idea.
I like Shadow Spear.
Ooh, Shadow Spear is nice. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking maybe Arcane Lighthouse. I think was the card might be the better option, but Shadow Spear is good.
I think this gives lifelink too, if I remember. So it's similar to Basilisk Collar, can give you a bunch of life. Oh yeah.
I don't even care about it. It's other things. It gets rid of Hexproof and Shroud.
And Indestructible.
And Indestructible.
Well, it's just hexproof, right?
Doesn't touch Shroud? Oh, it's just Hexproof? Well, either way, that's still fine. Gets rid of Indestructible.
If I remember correctly, I think Arcane Lighthouse is the only card that gets rid of both Hexproof and Shroud.
Well, let me see. I don't remember what Arcane Lighthouse does. Let's figure that out.
Colorless land.
It is a colorless land, yeah.
I think we should probably put Butcher and Malakir in here. And...
Butcher's good.
Probably Dictate of Erebos. Since we're sacrificing a lot of creatures, we want to have that also control the board a little bit.
Okay. I think given the mana restriction, you probably don't want Grave Pact, though.
No.
Okay.
I think 2 pips is the most we want to go here, but
By the way, I have given it some more thought. I really do think we want Zealous Conscripts in this deck.
Yeah.
We do have Olivia Crimson Bride in here already.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the main reason.
Well, and somebody said in the chat, suggested it, and we do have it. It's kind of hard to see everything, obviously. Which now, I don't know, maybe we should switch over to text so people can see everything. No, you still can't really see everything. Okay. We'll go back.
It's also in the grouping, so.
True.
Yeah, it is in the groupings. That is theft.
This is
So synergy or steal.
What was the other thing I saw? Dreadhound. I don't know if I like Dreadhound as much. It's 6 mana, and there's like something better.
If I was gonna do that, I would go with Sir Conrad, and even then, that doesn't feel great.
Yeah. I did see Wheel of Fortune though. That's another like card draw effect. I think we do need some more card selection.
Wheel's fine.
Wheel's fine.
But yes, back to creatures. I know like Midnight Reaper. That's another creature we can have, and it would also like kind of finish out our card draw package.
We need a couple things willing to die. From the spoilers today for both Card Advantage and Thing Willing to Die, what was the name of that citizen?
I do not remember.
Unlucky Witness.
That sounds funny.
He was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He was.
When he dies, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until your next end step, you may play one of those.
I'm sorry, we're gonna get off tangent here, but I just want to make mention of, since we said Witness, Witness Protection just being the greatest card ever made.
Oh, that card is
so
hilarious.
good.
Fantastic.
It's so good.
Wants to die. I don't know how to.
Why won't you let me die?
Yeah. Disciple of Bolus. That's the one that sacrifices a creature. Yeah.
Yeah, you sacrifice a creature and gain. You draw cards and gain life equal to its power, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
4 mana 2/1.
Well, for stuff that wants to die, I think it's Graveyard Augur.
Graveyard Augur, interesting one.
It's something different. Damn. Let me. Augur.
Is it Corpse Augur?
Yeah, I'm thinking of Corpse Augur. That's exactly what it is. I know. I put it in my Conrad deck because when it dies, it draws cards equal to the number of creature cards in target player's graveyard, which we do a pretty good job at. So wants to die. What else do we want to put in the wants to die category?
Plague Crafter,
Bloodghast.
Bloodghast.
Gravecrawler's an option. We might be a little low on zombies for getting it back. But we do also have.
We're currently at 3 zombies, so yeah, I probably wouldn't put it in.
Total number, we're at 103 currently.
Yeah, we're already 103.
We're 1 land over, right?
We're at 36 lands.
Oh, we're at 36.
Yeah, we're gonna be cutting down on the burst mana.
Yeah. We don't even have Agadeem's Awakening here yet either, or Valakut Awakening.
That's what we have waste for, my friend.
Well, I'm gonna throw Agadeem's.
Yeah, Agadeem's is a great card.
Agadeem's, I don't know that we necessarily need Shatterskull, but
it doesn't hurt. I mean, it takes 3 life, but that doesn't matter.
The mythic lands or the mythic MDFCs I more consider as actual lands in the land slot because they're a lot easier to just go ahead and play for 3 life.
Does Shatterskull Snatching Hat? It does have 2 T's, doesn't it?
Yep.
I know how to spell things, I swear.
Gray Merchant, huh?
I mean, if you can recur it pretty consistently, it's strong.
Yeah. We don't have the most recursion, though, right? Like, we only have 1 or 2 recursion spells here?
Yeah, we don't have enough recursion for me to say that we're good to go for it.
It's worth considering. It is a good win con. And it isn't a zombie for Gravecrawler if we want to do Gravecrawler.
Oh,
I saw Vindictive Lich, which is interesting. That does want to die, I think. So.
That one doesn't exile itself, does it?
I don't remember. No, I don't think it does.
No, it does not. And it's also 1 toughness, so we can ping it with Olivia real easily if we need to.
True. Yeah, we like that a lot, I think.
Keep forgetting that Olivia can ping your own stuff.
Yep.
Yep. Ooh, Archon of Cruelty is
That's
good.
Archon is good, but you have to be deep on the reanimation or really
is
deep
this
on
the
the ramp.
right
Like we do a lot of ramping, but huh?
Somebody said you henny for a sack outlet, but I think we're doing all right on sack outlets.
Yeah, we don't need too many of them. We've got what, 4 or 5?
We have like several burst mana ones. We're gonna cut those down. We have like Phyrexian Altar, Ashnods. This is a sack outlet's not repeatable. We have Viscera Seer, Gabom.
Mm-hmm.
And we're pretty good on like repeatable ones, I think, right now.
Yeah.
I think we put Grim Specs in already. Yeah, we did. I do like Grim Specs.
Yeah, we got the 3 best ones for drawing a card when creatures die.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're at 28 creatures now. That's a lot better.
Yeah, we're in a good spot if we want to start making cuts or doing edits. We do want to work out our mana first, but
I think we need to decide what our cuts are before, and then look at how we distribute.
I think our board wipe package looks good.
yeah, I wouldn't touch it.
I think we talked about cutting Bubbling Muck, so
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bubbling Muck.
Out of these burst mana ones, we have what? Burst. We have Burnt Offering, Cabal Ritual, Calling the Weak, Dark Writ, Sacrifice, and Soldevi Adnate.
So I'm not as big a fan of Cabal Ritual.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the worst
That's
one.
fair.
The rest of these though look fine to me.
think
I like
these
that
are-
one.
Yeah.
The rest of them are fine.
We have 11 card selection spells right now. One of those is Valakut Awakening. But maybe we can cut like one of these.
Hey, Obsidian, we do not have Diabolic Intent here currently. Do we want to consider Diabolic Intent?
That is the one that sacks and tutors, right?
Yes, 2 mana sack and 2.
Tutors are cringe, and we already have enough of them.
We have, I think, 3 tutors. At this
You want to limit the number of tutors more? Okay.
Yeah. That's just a general personal preference thing.
Fair enough.
I know I said that I want it like really high optimized, but I think you can get away with cutting tutors and still keeping that. Just throw in more card draw.
Do you want to cut down any of this card draw we have here? Speaking of card draw.
Morbid Opportunist, I almost want to say is a good to cut.
It is once per turn, yeah. And we're not really sacrificing tokens, so that part is fine here. Yeah,
we're not sacrificing tokens.
Okay.
If it didn't have once per turn, I would love to keep it in. But
if I was going to cut one, I would actually cut the Valakut Awakening because I don't like the tapped MDFCs. There is one I would recommend for this deck, but
let me guess, Malakir Rebirth.
Correct.
Yeah.
Malakir Rebirth is the only one I would recommend for this deck.
Yeah, we've had Anax suggested for Skull Clamp targets, but I don't think we're including Skull Clamp. I think we decided against it, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is clunky.
But keep that Skull Clamp and Anax in mind for later.
Yeah, we actually are brewing Anax next, so
yeah,
that'll probably go in.
They'll have some overlap here, but it's fine. Anax is sweet.
Yeah, so we have
your commander.
Yeah, we have Deflecting Swat, Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, and Protection. We could cut the boots.
Yeah, the mana for boots does matter.
The mana for boots does matter.
Okay.
Especially since we're like very mana intensive with the rest of our deck.
All right.
How do we feel about Tybalt's Trickery? Because that's something I would normally put in this category as well.
Man, I would love to say Tybalt's Trickery has saved my butt a lot, but the amount of times that card has absolutely fucked me over. It's
Also
just
true.
incredible.
So no, got it. Okay.
As it turns out, EDH players like to throw really dumb cards in their deck.
What do you mean we like playing good cards?
It's almost like EDH is meant for dumb stuff.
Yeah.
We already
Important
talked
question
about
for you,
red.
and something for maybe cutting. How we
Yes.
feeling on Timothar? Timothar's still in here, right?
Yeah, he's in steel. We just haven't got done. Oh wait, no. Yeah, he's right here. He has 6 mana. The thing.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan right now.
All right.
How many vampires do we have?
We have 11 vampires at the moment.
Okay, captivating's out then.
All right.
Is it?
You don't have a lot
Wait,
of steel effects right now.
Olivia pings to
Yeah.
make vampires, so
You can get more vampires.
that's
So
true.
the plan with the deck is to steal stuff from people and sacrifice it, as well as just having like good sack synergy in your deck.
Create large amounts of mana, sacrifice or ping stuff, steal it, then sacrifice it for value on our side. More of like a control-oriented package. That being said, a card I do think we should consider adding is Mob Roll.
That's interesting.
Mob, huh?
As like almost as like a finisher for the deck.
What's the one I'm thinking of? Is it Insurrections where you actually just gain control of all
Yeah.
of them?
Insurrection, sorry.
Insurrection is the one that costs 8 mana, though.
Okay. Mob Rule or Insurrection then?
Depends on the goal.
Depends on the goal.
Ruthless Technomancer. That is one that I haven't seen too much.
Is
and
that
haven't
one of the new
given
ones?
too much thought to. Yeah, that's one of the ones that was in the like set boosters for Neon Dynasty.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it's
So
Kami
wouldn't be
Gawa
the
card.
spoiler.
Mhm.
Which, you know, with it being called Ruthless Technomancer, it makes sense for it to be in Neon Dynasty. I don't know why I started looking at Capenna spoilers.
Card I'm not aware of must be new.
Yeah, I know all the cards, definitely, for sure. So it basically has exploit if you do create a number of treasure tokens equal to that creature's power.
Yeah. We don't have much high power things we're sacrificing.
It's got a reanimation effect on it for sacrificing artifacts, but
Yeah, we also don't have that many artifacts.
Yeah, I don't think
like we are making some treasures, of course.
We
but-
are making some treasures, but I don't think we make enough of them to...
yeah, I don't think it quite gets there, unfortunately.
I would love to say that it does. It's so close, right?
It
is
feels
really
close,
close.
yeah.
But I do appreciate the reminder that that card exists. I need to try that out in Brea at some point.
Yeah.
Also,
Go ahead.
the curve out on what is it? Professional Pit Fighter or whatever its name is.
Professional Face Breaker.
Yeah, Professional Face Breaker into Ruthless Technomancer is very hot.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
What is their mana? Mana curve spikes at 3 right now.
That's fine.
Well, high at 3, but that's okay.
Yeah. I was
We
gonna
have
say, I think
altars.
I was gonna say, I think we have enough like mana ramp for that to be perfectly acceptable.
Oh yeah, for sure. We have Olivia Crimson Bride and Agademes for reanimation right now. I know we're not super into it.
I still think both of them are good to stay. don't
Yeah,
think
I
we're
would
having
say cut. I was just saying I don't know if we need more. I don't think
actual
so.
factual reanimate might be.
Do you want
do
actual
that.
factual reanimate?
I think so.
Reanimate. So sticking to the theme though, how are we feeling on Mob Nixilis? Our good friend Mob Nixilis.
Yes, Mob Nixilis. There we go. That. Yep, that's what I'm calling this card from now on.
Thank you. That was blatantly stolen from Watsy.
Good.
I would love to say that it's good in this deck. I don't think it is at this point.
Fair enough. I do not know what Impulsive Pilferer does.
It's a 1 mana 1/1 goblin. When it dies, it makes a treasure, and it has Encore.
How much does the Encore cost?
4
I
mana.
think. Yeah. It's not unreasonable.
It's not unreasonable.
It does want to die.
That it do.
Seems like a solid enough suggestion to at least give it a shot, right?
Yeah, we can throw it in for now.
Also brings the curve down a little.
Yeah.
Okay. How we feel about Corpse Augur?
Oh yeah.
I
I like it better than
don't really.
Playcrafter personally, but what were you saying, Matt?
Yeah, I do like it a little bit better than Playcrafter, but not much.
I mean, we could just cut both.
Go to 25 creatures.
Well, how we feel about Lich, the Vindictive Lich?
I like Vindictive Lich a lot.
I
think
actually like Vindictive Lich on the stack.
I think it just does so much.
Okay.
That, and if we can recur it and all that fun stuff. So. Plus, it is at any point in time once it's on the battlefield, it is just pay 2 mana, do this effect. So.
Pretty much, yeah. You just ping it.
He do be making a good point. 5 mana draw 4 is bad, but 4 mana draw 1 is good. I agree. Get Corpse Augur out of here.
You're building your deck wrong if Corpse Augur is only drawing you 1 card. I'm just gonna say that. But okay.
The commander is Olivia Voldaren.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Good old OG Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. Also, I'm pretty sure I peaked my mic with that so
It's fine. Everything's fine.
My apologies,
fine.
chat.
Okay. So Shadow Spear. Feels a little out of place for me.
It seems a little out of place.
I think it's a
for me
little.
as well.
It's definitely worse than Basilisk Collar, in my opinion.
Collar's great.
Yeah,
That's
we're
just-
never cutting. We're never cutting Collar.
Yes,
That's too
so-
good in the stack.
We're 2 over right now. We have a lot of sack synergy stuff. I'm trying to see how much of this is unique though. So we have Blood Artist, Zulport, and Falkenroth Noble. We can maybe cut one of those effects because.
Here's the thing. I don't think we actually do.
Okay.
There are
Yeah.
win cons.
There are win cons. Same with Mayhem Devil. I don't think we're cutting that ever either.
What about sack outlets?
Bantu still good? I like Bantu a lot. But
I actually like Bantu in the stack a lot.
I know we
think
talked about Ashnods not being great.
maybe.
I actually think it stays in.
Okay.
Just barely.
Ooh, Wheel of Erebos is interesting for a recursion thing. So it does exile the creature afterwards.
It does exile. I don't think we want to exile.
Yeah. So we said add Blightsteel. If this was
With
hard, if this was
shades.
full on, if this was full on reanimation, I think so, but not quite. Well, I guess we have 39 lands. To be fair, like 3 of those are MDFCs, so we can maybe cut a couple lands.
To address something on the Noble, Kothodi said that it's a little bit expensive, but in defense of the Noble, it's also a vampire, and that does
That
matter with our
is
captivating vampire
a fair
synergy.
Mm-hmm.
Did we keep captivating? I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. You know, Maskwood Nexus is a card.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think we're that hardcore into vampire stuff.
Fair enough.
Oh,
I
also,
think... Go ahead.
let's edit down our lands a little bit because we have MDFCs that aren't getting
Yeah, I was
counted.
gonna say
as
we have
lands.
39. I was saying I think we can cut at least 1 land, maybe another one, and that gets us to 100.
I think we can go ahead and cut another.
Yeah, because
land.
it gets us to 37 with 3 of them being MDFCs. Because we have what? We have Valakut, we have Shatter Skull Smashing, we have Agadeems, and I
So that's
think that was it.
effectively It's effectively because it's 2 tapped, right?
No. Aghanim and Shatterskull are the ones that bolt you.
I'm actually good to cut Valakut here, and or cut another land and go ahead and say we have 35 in the deck, and throw Malakir Rebirth in.
The kind of land put a Malakir. Okay.
Because I think we have enough ramp to where we're okay to go 35.
Yeah.
You know, hard factual mana sources.
That's kind of sort of. I'm gonna put in protection because it doesn't feel like reanimation. There's protection.
Yeah, a little both.
Yeah. And we were gonna cut a land. I feel like we're getting close to the threshold where Jason starts yelling at us to put more lands in our deck. Which
No, I mean, you're
That's
about
why
where I want it to be.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, we effectively have 35 hard lands in our deck.
Yeah.
So
Waste
I
are the
agree.
best
Waste are the
defenders,
best
yes.
land.
I can't prove you wrong.
Orobi Death's Wail. I don't know if it quite fits in the deck.
It's not terrible, but like it just turns anything Olivia does into a kill. But
True. I don't know.
it's
I feel like
It's a little iffy.
we're trying to steal stuff more often than we're trying to kill it. Which
Yeah.
is a weird like thing to come with it with black is like I don't want to kill your stuff, I want to steal it.
I want it. It's mine. Give it to me now.
give me your blood. Let's actually work out this mana base though, and
Okay. So
Okay. So
obviously we have, the fetch, we have the shock, we have do we have a bad lands?
we have Badlands.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have bad lands. All right.
We have Badlands.
We have Blood Crypt. Why am I forgetting the shot? I'm forgetting the
Bloodstained Mire.
that's it. I knew it was blood something. I could not remember.
It's also Blood
Also-
Crypt.
I think Blood Crypt.
Also on theme because we're vampires.
Blood.
Uh,
Are there any other lands with blood in the name?
Give me a moment.
how many vampires do we have?
Oh, we have
Or I'm-
11 vampires currently.
Not enough for Cavern. Got it.
No. Though there is a argument with Bloodghast being in the deck for like Fabled Passage and Prismatic Vista.
I was already going to suggest Fable Passage
Okay.
and Prismatic Vista.
So we'll go ahead and put them in.
All right, we have the options of Bloodfell Caves, Shadow Blood Ridge, Shinka the Blood-Soaked Keep, Stencia Blood Halls, and if we would like to include Zoth Consumption so that we can get Zoth Blood Bog, we can have all the Bloodlands.
Soft Consumption's worst card in Magic.
So bad.
It is.
At Saffron Olive, specifically. I think he hates it too, but I think they talked about it on an MTG.
No, he
podcast.
plays it.
I know, it's so bad. we had like 4 lands there.
You're right.
Screw-
Command
Ruble,
Tower is
Ruble.
secret OP.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Command Tower. Duh. How did we not put Command Tower in already?
Might as well just throw an Exotic Orchard while we're at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the spectator seating? Is what I was thinking of.
Mhm.
Not Spectator Seating. Spectator Seating is the one for Boros.
What is the black
Luxury
red one?
suite.
That's
Yes,
what it is.
Luxury Suite,
Luxury
which fits my queen.
My queen.
Like we,
Big
what other
queen.
lands are we thinking? Oh, we said. What did you just say, Jason?
Oh, you're actually going to put Blood-Soaked lands in here because they're all kind of bad.
No. No, the one that makes.
Oh, Exotic Orchard?
Exotic Orchard. I don't know. I'm blanking on land names. I don't normally put Exotic Orchard in my deck. I don't play very many colors.
Ari, if I'm going to use tribal lands, I probably want somewhere, like, my very minimum is probably somewhere around 16 to start using the tribal related lands unless they have crossover synergy. So, like, if we wanted to put in Cavern of Souls, we could include it just because it has the uncounterable component to it, but it's a little iffy.
Yeah, you put it in so you can get your demonic ritual or diabolic ritual or I can't remember your tainted pact mana base.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
how it is in my Crick deck. Yeah.
All right, Cliffwoody, you have a nice night.
Michael Footy, yeah.
Bye, Kafooty.
I'm trying to think what other. I like the cycling lands in 2-color decks because they're fetchable.
Is there a black-red cycling land?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it right now because I can't remember.
Nor can I.
Scryfall.
Let me see.
Wait, there is a website for this that I know. We want Rakdos. Oh, Canyon Slough.
Yes, the slough.
The slough.
The slaw.
The Slaw. There's also the new ones from Innistrad, the like slow lands.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one? Haunted something?
Haunted Ridge. Yep, that's it. There's also Graven Cairns. I like the filter lands a lot.
I like filter lands and sub 3-color decks a lot.
Yeah, 3-color decks it gets a little
One of them.
weird, but for the 2-color ones, it makes a lot of sense to me.
Do we want our tainted land?
Oh, absolutely. Tainted lands
Yep.
are amazing. Which this one is tainted.
Peak, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's correct. There's a pain land too. I don't feel like you need it. I feel like there's enough duels that you actually don't need to play the pain lands.
I like them, but
Yeah, I don't.
Sulphurous Spring.
I would say, because I know Sulphur Spring is actually like some money now because I haven't seen a reprint in a while, so I would say go ahead and leave it out since I don't own a copy of it.
Yeah, I
Make
don't
them
like the
reprint.
show.
No, we are not throwing. We're not putting show duels.
I hate show duels, so that
No.
we're all on the same page.
it's terrible.
Trying to we already had the True Duel in.
Do we need more fetch lands?
I know we put in Prismatic and we put it. Oh, you're talking about like actual fetches. We could put off-color fetches,
Yeah, off-color fetches.
which with Bloodghast in the deck is actually a consideration.
Yeah,
Mhm.
since we have Bloodghast in here, I actually like the consideration.
Which ones do we want to put in?
Verdant Catacombs.
Oh, how do you feel about Smoldering Marsh? That's a fetchable.
Of course, 2 basics, right?
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe. I guess we need to
Welcome back,
determine.
Simeon.
Oh no.
Yay!
I know that feeling, Simeon.
Yeah. We know that feeling all too well on D&D getting canceled.
So what was it on Smoldering Marsh?
Maybe we need to determine how many basics we're actually going to put in the deck.
Okay.
On whether or not that's good.
I won't put it in yet then. But fetches. Which ones do we want? I guess which ones do you have that would be off color?
So Verdant, Arid Mesa. Polluted Delta. Do we want any more than that?
I mean, I think that's fine. I don't think you need.
I would just max out on it, honestly.
Just all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's also fine.
you're gonna have plenty of fetchable targets.
Mm-hmm.
So just start naming me fetches on color then, or off. Well, on one color at least, I guess.
Marsh Flats.
Marsh Flats, Scalding Tarn.
Scalding Tarn. Got that one.
And Wooded Foothills.
Yeah.
Wooden. It's only 6, right?
Yeah.
I think that's all of them then. Yeah, I think Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse are way too deep.
Yeah, we don't run
way too deep.
way
You
too
could
deep.
you could maybe consider Fabled Passage, and I wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've already got Fabled Passage in there.
I would remove
but-
it.
Yeah. Since we're playing off-color fetches, yeah, go ahead.
Fair enough. Prismatic Vista is still good enough, though.
Absolutely.
What utility lands do we want? Because I mean, we got Bog, we've got Cabal Coffers, Urborg, I guess, is a utility land.
Takenuma.
Oh, yep,
Takenuma.
Takenuma, because we got more auto-include cards in Neon Dynasty.
No, I honestly wouldn't bother with the red one.
Sugazon? Yeah,
No.
Sugazon's kind of ass for this deck.
Sugazon's not that great. But I am very much in the camp of basics matter, and you should play them.
Yeah. So when
That
I
being
Bloody
s-
Moon you with my Torbrand deck, you can actually play your
So,
cards.
are we good to just go 11 basics here then?
I'm trying to think if there's any other stuff I would want in. I mean, there's a consideration for like Witch's Cottage.
Nah.
Nah.
That's too deep for me.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think if there's any other.
If we were
utility lands I
more,
would even care
if
about.
we were more red based because we're a sack deck, I would maybe consider Dwarven Mine, but we are not red based enough for that.
We forgot Strip Mine.
We're gonna strip mine, sure.
We are So Jason, my new philosophy on deck building is that strip mine and arguably wasteland are just auto includes now
Do you
because
like
there's two.
Wasteland?
I don't like wasteland in this deck,
Okay.
but that's why I said arguably wasteland are auto includes because Field of the Dead is a card in Magic the Gathering that is really, and Gaia's Cradles are starting to show up in our pods. So
Sure. I mean, problematic lands have always been there. There's always been an argument for strip mine.
How do you feel about Thespian Stage Vesuva?
I think we're going a little too deep there.
Yeah, fair enough.
As much as I would like to copy my Cabal Coffers,
As much as you would like to, no thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
I do like You Are Already Dead. It is a little, it's too slow, unfortunately, but God, it's funny to. It would be a funny
it's
include.
very funny.
As hilarious of a card as it is, yeah. So yeah, I think we're good on. I think we're just good.
I
on
think
that.
let's look at our
Yeah,
color
what
split.
split do we want? Field of the Dead is very good, Cameron.
Yep.
It looks like it's 61. Hang on. Oh, we have some colorless. That's all right. So we have about twice as much swamp as we need, or twice as much black pips as we have red pips.
6-4 then. Is that a reasonable split? On the
I would go
last
7-3.
7-3. That also.
We do have a Cabal Coffers in the
We
deck.
do have an Urborg as well, though.
Yeah, we do, but again, we have a Cabal Coffers.
True. Mountain. Add more. We want 6 more of those, and we want
2 more mountains.
where did the mountains go?
Right side, middle right
There they
side.
are, Yep. I could have done that before I moved them to the lands tab, but that would have made sense. So
We have
Cameron-
not gotten to Annex yet.
Yeah, Anax is next on our list.
we're pretty close actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have Takanuma in already, Simeon. We decided against Sogazon just because it doesn't do the necessarily stuff we want in this deck.
It does give 2 bodies. I guess maybe that is worth considering.
I'm not the biggest fan of it for this deck.
I'm super low on that, except the only deck that I think that it's super playable in is Winota.
It is very
because
good there.
it
doesn't.
It does trigger Winota. This is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 3 MDFCs contributing to this.
I think we have
Or 4.
4 because we have Malakir, we have Valakut, we have Agadim, and we have Shatterskull.
So that puts us at roughly, because I consider MDFCs to be half lands,
So
so
that puts us at
roughly
35.
35. Which we have fast mana in here and a lot of like impulse mana, so I think that's fine. Right?
Our curve's decently low, so if you see that, we mostly spike out at 3.
Mm-hmm.
What is our random 9-drop?
What is our random 9-drop? Hang on, I can sort this by that.
Oh, it's Blasphemous Act.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Oh, that's effectively a 1-drop every
That's a
time.
1-mana spell.
Yeah, change mana cost on that.
I want to put it as 3.
Sure.
So
Make it 2 in a red.
2 in a red.
Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. It is never a 9-drop.
Yeah. Okay, so let's scroll through and talk about it. So we have Commander, we have Olivia, we have board wipes, 3 mana Blasphemous Act, definitely not 9 mana.
Simeon, Olivia Mobilized for War is a little too deep for this deck and doesn't actually make a whole bunch of sense. So it is not in there.
In Cameron, just Stinging Study is in the trash where it belongs.
I say, like, it went on a magical trip that definitely didn't involve the shed in the back and a shotgun.
I know it draws 4 at instant speed for 5 mana. We're looking for 1/1 there, sir.
Hey, do you see this card that's 3 mana? It can draw you your entire library.
And we have a dark ritual to make it happen in turn 1.
Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, we have 3 board wipes. We have Blasphemous Sack, Meathook Massacre, which is an incredible card. Toxic Deluge, which gets around your shield counters. Haha. You got 5 burst mana effects with Dark Writ, Calling the Weak, Burn Offering, Sacrifice, Soul Devi, which notably all of these are also sack outlets, which is relevant. Well, except for Dark Writ, but it's Dark Writ, so.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's Dark Red, it's fine.
You can call me Sir Cameron. Well, don't call me Sir Cameron, you call me Sir, comma, Cameron. Or anywhere in between. Yes, indeed. We have, for card selection stuff, we have Anji, which notably puts stuff in the graveyard. Oh, we never actually did do World Gorger lines.
I don't think we want them necessarily.
Yeah, do we want to keep Anji in, or do we want to try to replace it with something different? Like a Morbid Opportunist?
It's probably... Morbid Opportunist is probably better.
It's probably better, so I would say go ahead and put it.
Okay.
Go and swap it out.
Let's get Morbid Opportunist back in here.
Come back, my friend.
If we can spell your name right.
Use O's, vowels, they're all the same, right? Oh wait, I don't have to drag it, it's already in here, that's right.
So it's already tagged.
For card selection, we have Deadly Dispute, which is a sack outlet as well. It also makes a little bit of mana. Bantu, which is mass card draw and also mass sacrifice triggers. Grim Haruspex, Midnight Reaper, Morbid Opportunist are very, very similar cards. Drawing cards off of sack. We have Necropotence, because Necropotence is Necropotence.
Yeah, that one doesn't need an explanation on it.
Agent of Stromgold.
Cameron, it's not ramp, it's filtering. You filter a red into a black.
Yeah, unfortunately, Anji. We have Professional Facebreaker from the new set, which is absurd because we like printing broken red creatures.
So I'm just gonna put it. I'm just gonna say it. I think Facebreaker might actually factually be an auto include in every red deck now.
It's
just like Dockside.
As long as you play like more than 15 creatures, I think you just play this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say that, but it's very good.
Yeah. We have
I think the higher up you go, I think the more likely you are to include it.
I mean, the higher up you go, the more likely you are to abuse Dockside Extortion, and therefore it is amazing.
Amazing.
True. Valakut Awakening, which is also a land on the back, because it lets us do some card selection. Village Rites, because it's also a sack outlet, and draws us 2 cards. And Wheel of Fortune, because wheels go burr.
Wheels do be going burr.
The wheels
that being
on the
said,
deck go round. Yes.
Oh, am I playing Wheel of Fortune, or do we want to have one fun card and put Wheel of Misfortune in here instead?
I'm for it.
Do I pull the
mainly because I don't own a Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. Wheel of Misfortune it is.
I did see what was I saw? Harvester of Souls, but I think you want the wheel. Card selection, that's where we're at. Okay.
I mean, in most situations, it is going to end up being the draw 7, discard my hand, which is good enough. On the off chance that it ends up backfiring, it's kind of whatever. So
yeah, Grizzlebrand. I see Grizzlebrand in the chat.
I was about to say, Ari, is that a recommendation for Grizzlebrand of banned in Commander fame?
Only on April Fools are we allowed to play that card.
See, Cameron, thinking here, right? Wheel expensive.
Wheel is expensive. Yeah, we got a Mox Diamond in here too.
What's more expensive, a wheel on a car or actual Wheel of Fortune? I think the cardboard piece of cardboard Wheel of Fortune is expensive than your average wheel on a car.
The whole wheel?
Yeah,
the whole wheel?
The rim and the tire together.
Ooh.
No, I think the rim of the tire actually beat it out just barely.
It's actually pretty close.
Who would win, a piece of cardboard or? Let's see. Well, if we do an limited edition,
that one's free.
Yeah, we're gonna say the average revised copy of it, $360. Yeah, the wheel on a car barely beats out the cardboard.
Important question.
Just barely. Yeah, Cameron, your pod, your rules.
We have a podcast on Rule Zero, actually.
That we do.
Yes, let's quickly plug monster truck wheel though. No, I think the monster truck wheel is probably more expensive. We are at the mana base now.
I can afford the street that wheel can be on.
Yeah, we're at land base now, so we included all our fetch and our off-color fetches to trigger our good friend Bloodghast, who we'll run into a little bit later down here.
Bloodghast, also, we have a Mayhem Devil in the deck.
I forgot that those would trigger Mayhem Devil. Now that I think about it, how do we feel about Jury the Review?
It's not a bad card, but...
Not a bad card. I think we're okay on its effect, though.
It does
kind of
want
like removal,
to
right?
die. No, I think he can hit face.
Do we use proxies? Yes.
Absolutely, because otherwise it would be extremely expensive to make these videos.
We are content creators. It's not exactly feasible for us to own every single card.
Yeah, yeah. So Jerry, it does say any target, so.
I'm not a huge fan of Jury. I did watch Play to Win I believe it was Play to Win had a video with Jury in it, or was it Playing with Power? Had a video this week that had Jury in it that did pretty well, but
yeah,
that's as the commander.
Yeah. Also to say for fetches, we have Prismatic Vista, and then we have kind of general red-black duels, Crypt and Canyon Slough and Haunted Ridge and Graveyard Cairns. We've got Spicy Strip Mine because Field of the Dead is a card, Phyrexian Tower because it's extra mana production plus a sack outlet, and then we've got good old Urborg and Cabal Coffers combo or synergy. Depends on how you define those words, I guess. I love that. Love that synergy, but yes, very good. And then we have Takenuma because it's really good.
It's just a free include over a
pretty
basic
much,
land. Even though I say we should play more basics, the channel lands are definitely like...
I think it's worth taking a basic out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should... Simi makes a good point. We should put 30 islands in so we can play counterspells.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So protection spells, we have Deflecting Swat, because it's good. Greaves because it's 0 mana, and Boots because it's 1 mana.
Alright, just to
yes.
say something about Jury, keep your eyes out for new Capenna stuff, because it is in my current list that I will be playing for that set release video.
That does make sense in that deck.
So...
Yes. And we also have Malakir Rebirth, because... I guess we can also use this to kind of recur something from a sack effect. I put in protection because it made a little more sense there, but it kind of counts as recursion as well.
Yeah.
For ramp stuff, we have a little bit less than we would usually play. That's because we have burst mana in like Cabal Coffers and Phyrexian Tower. So the 10 number is a little deceiving. We have Arcane Signet, Cryptghast, Dockside, Jessica's Will, Mana Crypt, Mox Diamond, Arcana Revenant, Talisman, Soul Ring, Rakdos. Pretty typical stuff you'd see in a black and red deck. Reanimation, we have Actual Facts Reanimate, a different Olivia, Crimson Bride, from Crimson Vow in Aghanim Awakening, because MDFCs are good, it turns out. Don't play all of them, though.
Yeah, don't be a Saffron Olive and play no basics and all MDFCs.
No, Exhaust Consumption, bad.
Yeah.
For removal, we have Bone Shards and Bone Splinters, which are notably both sacrifice outlets. Chaos Warp, because we need to deal with enchantments, which is also the reason we have Feed the Swarm. And then Deadly Rollick and Shatter Skull Smashing. Now that I think about it, we don't have anything to do with artifacts. Do we want to put Vandal Blast in?
Yeah, we probably should.
What are we taking out for the Vandal Blast?
That's an excellent question.
We could probably take Bone Splinters out, because it's like slightly worse than Bone Shards.
Yeah, Bone Splinters is not good enough.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Vandal Blast is just kind of an auto-include in every red deck.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think it's close.
There's just too many problematic artifacts in the format to...
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sack outlets, we have Ashnod's Altar, and then some of that burst mana we talked about earlier, as well as Goblin Bombardment, God Eternal Bantu, which can do mass card draw and mass sack for us. Phyrexian Altar, because it's good. And Viserys here, because Viserys here also good.
As it turns out, and is Vampire, which is relevant for some later cards.
You'd be saying Vampire right there, yeah. And for sacrifice synergies, we have stuff like Blood Artist, Falconroth Noble, and Zulaport Cutthroat, the Drain People, Butcher of Malak here, Dictate of Erebos, to make our opponents experience pain when we sacrifice creatures. Also Mayhem Devil, which I guess kind of falls in a similar camp to Blood Artist and Zulaport Cutthroat.
I did not realize Mayhem Devil says a player.
Yes, so somebody fetches and it's not you. You still get a trigger, yes.
Yes.
I keep forgetting that because I'm just so used to playing this on like Arena and stuff, and that says a player.
Yeah,
that's so much better than
so let's say you have like Dictate of Erebos out and you sacrifice a creature and everybody else has a creature, you get 4 triggers.
Yep.
I love it.
Also,
go ahead.
I realized that we cut off Nyxelis and we had 1 devil in the deck to make the second.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, the second half of the first ability could have actually worked.
And then we have Pawn of Ulamog and Pillar of the Splunderer to get some mana advantage when we sacrifice stuff. And then for steal effects, we have Captivating Vampire, which we have 10 vampires. But we can make vampires with Olivia.
Control.
Yeah, Claim the Firstborn, which gets, to steal a small creature, for example, a Ragavan or a Professional Facebreaker. Mob Rule, which gets to just steal an entire board and kill people, as Cameron should know. New Blood, which is another steal effect and, synergizes with the fact that we have vampires. And also can make Will Helt really good with our deck, funnily enough. In Zal's Constructs, because it also turns out to be really good at stealing stuff.
Mayhem Devil with the opponents having Smothering Tithe is hilarious.
Oh yeah, treasures are pretty fucking funny.
Also, to answer Simeon, as a playgroup on a whole, we're trying to play less tutor effects. So, Sidisi Undead Vizier, we already have 2 tutor effects in the deck, even though it actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, we have 3.
We have Gamble in here, remember?
We're trying to keep our tutor counts low so that way we can increase variance and therefore make the game a little bit more fun for everybody.
And we actually decided against Bastion of Remembrance, Ari. We thought it was a little bit worse than the other effects we included. We also have Basilisk Collar, which gives Olivia lifelink and Death Touch, so she can just kill stuff if she wants.
Machine gunning things is fun.
Yep, and then we have Tutors and Vampiric Tutor because, flavor, definitely not power. Demonic Tutor and Gamble, which, 3 is higher than normal, but if we're trying to make this a little bit more of a powerful deck, I think that's part of the reason. And then lastly, we include some stuff that wants to die, like Bloodghast, which can come back and get sacrificed all over again. Impulsive Pilferer, which makes a lot of treasures for us, and can come back. And Playcrafter, which makes other people sacrifice stuff too. Unlucky Witness, because it's some impulse card draw, essentially.
Also, just try it out, right?
Yeah, also it's a new card, so it's super cool. And then Vindictive Lich, which does a bunch of stuff.
Does a bunch of stuff, and is at its lowest point is 2 mana, do all these effects once it's on the battlefield.
Oh yeah.
So...
is there anything we want to change before we move on to Anax?
No, I think it's pretty good. Just want to say, deck's looking pretty solid. It's definitely a 7. If we put a little more power into it, we can make it a higher 7, but it's definitely a 7. Please don't use power rankings like those types of numbers. Everything's a 7.
Yeah, so I definitely think that we're looking more along the optimized deck here. Because we're playing stuff that, if you pull up the average deck list for Olivia, we're definitely not anywhere close to that, because the average deck list for Olivia is a Vampire Travel deck, which we already determined is... Why are we playing Olivia and not Edgar Markov at that point? So... But I definitely like the deck quite a bit. I like what it's trying to do. It's going to take And so obviously this is the final deck list for now, but tuning happens, so we'll see what comes in, what comes out. But...
yeah, of course you would want to play test this, yeah. Gravelighter. Gravelighter's the one that can draw a card if somebody can't sacrifice, right? It might be better than Playcrafter.
Might be better than Playcrafter.
Let's see. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card if a creature died this turn. Otherwise, each player sacrifices a creature. So it's not a guaranteed sacrifice. I don't know if that's what you were looking for on Playcrafter.
I think I want the guaranteed sacrifice.
Fair enough. Dockside Chef. I do like Dockside Chef a lot, but
I think that card's okay. I don't know. Two to sacrifice is such an expensive cost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the flexibility with being able to sack just artifacts, right?
Artifact or creature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we're moving on
Deck
to
looks
Anax now.
good.
Yes.
Let's get spicy.
Let's get really spicy now.
So as you see, we have 36 ways starting.
How you start any deck.
Yeah.
36 ways.
Also, don't forget to enable tags before we
Oh. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Before we get started, I just want to bring to everyone's attention that this commander is underrepresented. There are 156 decks on EDH Rec right now for Anax.
And Anax is super cool.
It's super fun.
Yes. So I'm trying to think where I want to start, because I think I'm the one that would probably end up playing this deck, so I'm trying to think of where I would want to start. I think...
Are we sticking to strictly 4 or greater power, or 4 power tribal?
I think we're trying to stick to as much as possible. Obviously, there's going to be some stuff that...
I was going to say, are we putting Dockside in the deck or not?
Yeah, we're putting Dockside. In fact, you know what? Let's start with ramp.
Dockside Extortionist.
Say the line, Bart. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be a Mana Crypt deck. I think...
I think we're more in the lower power casual environment. We're not going full force in the sacrifice themes, are we? We're beefy dudes going at it.
We're looking to beat face.
Indeed. We should put a Myriad Landscape to piss off certain people.
Sure, go for it.
Do it. We're in a monocolor deck. It's okay. He's not here to call us out.
Wait, I don't need to change tags. I already have a lands tag.
Ooh, Impact Tremors.
Impact Tremors is good.
Impact Tremors is pretty great. Yeah, I'll throw it in.
Let's get Torbrand.
I was gonna put Torbrand in. Yeah, I was trying to do some ramp stuff first. Oh no, forget if you hit enter before it actually pops up that it just.
My one criticism of Moxfield.
Yeah, I hate that it does that. I'm trying to think of other ramp stuff I like for this deck. I think Nyx Lotus is actually reasonable because this is like kind of a devotion sub-theme deck.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make a bunch of mana with it.
I like the idea.
Why can't I not remember two mana ramp cards?
Would you like a Thought Vessel or a
Prismatic Lens, perhaps?
Prismatic Lens?
Mm-hmm. I think we're wanting to make colored sources since we're a devotion deck.
It is just not processing these, so I'm going to reload the page. Oh, no, right. Now it started processing. That's what I thought. Right as I'm about to hit refresh.
Did it?
Well, it says adding Nyx Lotus to your main.
Oh, there they are. There's one.
Where's Nyx Lotus? Hello?
Yes,
there it
Skullclamp goes in the stack.
There it is.
Yeah, Skullclamp is next. I want to finish the ramp package first, and then we can come back to those cards. But yeah, I will just scroll back through chat after this because yeah, there's a lot of good suggestions right now. Impact Tremors. Where we at? Thought
Jessica's
Vessel.
Will.
I think Thought Vessel's good. What'd you say?
Jessica's Will.
Jessica's Will.
Jessica's Will.
That might be the only one of the rituals we play, though.
Yeah, I don't think this is really a ritual heavy deck. Cold Steel Heart is one I kind of like in this deck.
Elwar Stone, excellent suggestion.
Elwar Stone. I like Star Compass too.
Really? I'm not a huge fan of Star Compass.
I mean, it's essentially this is going to be playing a lot of basics, so I think it's going to work fine.
Yeah. I mean,
it's the same as Cold Steel Heart essentially.
Ooh, Cursed Mirror.
You're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's a good one. Yep, I got
Fire
Fire
Diamond is in.
Diamond. Yeah, Felwar Stone. Impact Troopers are just still chilling up here.
I don't think.
It's living its best life.
No, I wouldn't play Star Compass outside of.
Hey, go ahead and put Dockside and Jessica's Will in that ramp package.
Oh, they're not in
Yes,
there?
we have-
I thought I could have sworn I put them in there.
Yeah.
We only need 2 more pieces. I think we could be like a Worn Power Stone, Thran Dynamo type of thing. But we
Want
could
that
see
much
what's
mana?
coming. Huh? Not
we want?
necessarily. It is going to be devotion based, I feel like. So I feel like we want more colored mana production. So I think what else would be useful. You know what? I like Skyclave Relic in this deck.
Okay.
Professional Facebreaker.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it's,
Professional Facebreaker goes in.
Are we considering that a ramp thing? Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we actually have so many creatures, so yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty efficient ramp.
Yeah, that's
Plus
actually...
Dockside, you know, it's.
Okay, yeah. We're good there. Now let me go look back and look at... Impact Troopers is still just vibing up here, so let me try to do it from here. And when it eventually gets added later, we'll...
No, it just doesn't like Impact Troopers.
Okay.
Nope, still not here. Also,
Still
it
not
untagged
there.
our land.
Yeah, but it cleared it off. It also untagged the... There we go. Now let's try it.
Moxfield's having a day.
It
It's
does
living
this
its best
on
life.
occasion. It does not like Impact Tremors.
It just really doesn't like Impact Troopers.
That's hilarious. Well, here, let's put in... Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it
Alright,
is.
we did it.
Perforos.
Damage.
Perforos.
God of War.
Yes.
If you could
I
spell
don't
it.
think-
It's
how
the
do
second O, no U.
I mean, you can literally just start typing God of the Forge as well.
Purphoros.
Yeah, we're not bronze-blooded, I don't think, in this deck.
No, we're not sneak attacking people.
Yeah. As much fun as sneak attack is.
I remember it does sack at the end for it, so it's like it's not terrible in this deck, but also
Can you feel the pain?
I was like, can you feel the... Wait, no, Rumbling. We're just naming this Rumbling.
Rumbling.
Oh,
Ruby Medallion. Yeah, we probably should play that.
gosh. Yeah, Ruby Medallion. I always
point.
forget about medallions. I don't know why.
I don't build monocolored decks enough to remember them.
I do. I just forget them. What do we take out? I guess we take out Prismatic Lens because it makes colorless mana.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what
Ooh.
else did we have in here? Rogue's Passage. I don't think we care about giving stuff unblockable enough.
No.
So, for transparency, I am looking at stuff on EDH Rec, and I have found one piece of ramp that does need to go in this deck.
What is it?
Heraldic Banner.
Oh, yeah. Love that
Yeah.
in my Ruxa deck, actually. Do we take out for it? Is it the Skyclave Relic?
Yeah. Relics, probably. Relics, Star Compass, and Cold Steel
Yeah.
are
I've
the
had
weakest
EDH
pieces.
Rec pulled up this entire time. We haven't touched it once. Hell's... I don't know what Hell... That's what I was looking up. I was looking up Hell's Thunder, because I have no clue what that does.
Oh, this thing.
Are we playing Ball Lightning effects in this deck?
I don't know. I think we're playing Ball Lightning because that card's fun.
It's hilarious, yeah.
Is it Jiro the hero? I hope I have that pronunciation right. Jiro. Love the recommendation of Lelia and Ragavan. Both are fantastic in these style of decks.
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah. So, where's Lelia? Lelia.
Lelia, what is actually a really good include in this deck.
Okay. Yeah. I'll throw in Lelia and Ragavan. We just gotta make sure we include enough 4-power.
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
I don't...
Fanatic of Mogus.
Yes. I guess we can just make things 4-power, which Fanatic of Mogus is actually a 4-power thing.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Or are we doing 4 or greater power tribal?
Oh, I mean, if we can get to greater than 4 power, by all means. I highly recommend putting in Atsuchi, the red dragon from Neon Dynasty.
Oh yeah.
ATSUSHI.
I got it.
It was just loading like crazy. Sorry, I can't actually read what you type because it's too small for me.
Oh no. Yeah, I guess it is tiny up there. Yeah.
Mhm.
It is
'Cause
4 power
I was
and
gonna
likes
throw-
to die. So.
Rage thrower.
Simeon, you were
Rage Thrower.
I don't know
Whenever another creature dies, Rage Thrower deals 2 damage to target player.
that's worth considering.
It is 6 mana, which is the only downside to it, but
Oh,
kind of a meme. It's kind of a meme.
For now, we'll keep him for now.
Simeon, you
Oh,
were thinking of
Terror of the
Throne of the
Peaks.
God Pharaoh.
Oh yeah, it is Throne of the God Pharaoh.
Terror of the Peaks is a good include. I
I
like
think
Terror.
yeah, Gamble will be my one tutor for this deck.
Oh yeah.
Gamble's fine.
Ox. You mean like the white one?
Ox of Agonis.
I don't know.
Oxabagonus is what he's talking
Oh,
about.
that Ox. I don't hate it.
Mhm.
Let me go back and make sure I read all the stuff. Impact Tremors, Hell's Thunder, Ash Cloud, Phoenix. Ooh, I like Rekindling. Rekindling Phoenix. I don't remember what Ash Cloud Phoenix does. Is that the one with Escape? I think it is.
Yes. Or no, that's Phoenix of Ash.
Okay,
What's Ash
well,
called Phoenix?
We're gonna find out. It loads. There it is. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, this thing.
I don't know. I feel like that 6 mana cost right there is really expensive.
It is. If it dies,
Yeah.
in both instances, if it dies, it would give you tokens. So it's essentially 3 tokens if it dies, with potential of being more. But it also wipes your creatures. Oh no, it's each player.
I don't know. What do we think?
I try it.
I'd try
Okay.
it.
That's an interesting one. This is such a weird commander, right?
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. Oh yeah, we didn't put Torbran in. That's right.
Oh yeah, Torberg, get in here.
Torbran.
Also, Furious Rise.
Interesting. I'm going. Hang on. Let me go all the way through chat first, so I can. Because I keep looking over there and hearing cards from you guys.
yeah.
You good? Skull Clamp. Yeah, I want that. Lelia. We did Rag. I think we did Rag. I don't know about God Pharaoh's Throne. Bone Crusher. Yes, that is one I was. That's like the first card I think I was thinking of. Bone Crusher Giant. Runaway. I do like. I don't know if I liked Runaway Steamkin as much.
I don't think it's bad. It can get to 4 power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, it is just really good in a red
Okay.
deck. So
I'm through chat now. So what were the other ones you guys said?
Furious Rise.
Furious Rise.
In this deck, it's basically a red Phyrexian arena.
Aggressive. Control a creature with power 4 or greater. Exile the top card. Okay.
It also just shows my girl Colossus. So
Yeah.
Gadrak, the Crown Scourge.
interesting. I don't know how I feel about Gadrick.
I think Gadrick's bad.
It is a relatively bad card, but is it that bad here?
Oh yeah, Ox of Agonis. That was another one that was said. Do like that one.
Ooh. Let's get Goblin Crater Maker in here.
That's a good idea. Did I put that one in yet? I don't think I. Oh no, I did. Okay, it's there. What was it? Goblin Crater Maker.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Gadrix actually kind of makes sense because it turns all your stuff that you're making tokens with into also treasures.
It's not terrible. It's also just 5 power sitting on the board, but doesn't attack immediately is the big problem.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Fling. No, we're probably
Fizzle
not gonna
Fury.
put. Yeah, we're
I
gonna
don't
put
think I would
Fizzle
put Fling.
Fury in.
We should put Goblin Bombardment in the deck though.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about Cavalier of Flame?
I gotta remember what that does. I know you like discard like lands, right? And then it does stuff when it dies.
Yes.
Deals X damage to each opponent, each planeswalker, where X is the number of land cards in your grave. What is that?
3 devotion, and it gives an anthem effect to the creatures plus haste.
Actually, quite like it.
You know, yeah, I don't hate it.
Like, ignore the bottom half of what this card does. 3 devotion gives haste.
I mean, the bottom part is like a thing.
Flame Tongue is actually maybe good enough here.
Let's see what we have. Flame Tongue Kavu? Yeah. Definitely Kazuel's Fury. I don't think we want Fling because I want my Flings to do other stuff too, in case I don't want to Fling. Anger. I don't know if we care that much about haste, but we might throw Anger in. How big is Anger? Anger's a 3/3, right?
2/2?
Oh, then
So,
I think.
is Kedis going too deep in this deck?
I'm trying to remember what Kedis does. What does Kedis do?
Whenever a commander you control deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. That's why I was asking, is it too deep in this? Or since we're going to have a lot of devotion?
Oh, guys, we forgot Anax's best friend in the whole wide world.
What?
Embercleave.
Oh yeah, Embercleave. Yeah.
We taking somebody out.
How could we forget?
That's going in Finisher as its category.
I like Captivating Crew. That is about power at base.
Flame Tongue Kavu. Target creature. Flame Tongue, yeah, Flame Tongue's removal, so let's put that
And it's just a creature, so.
Removal. And it's also a creature with 4 power. Torbrand is, I don't know, synergy.
Stuff.
Goblin Creator. Why do we put Goblin Creator Maker in here?
Because it removes things.
And also
And
is
dies.
also does make token.
Yeah.
Oh, it does make a token. Yes.
It's an answer for colorless things.
Removal. This is card selection. Skull Clan. Runaway Steamkin, Synergy, Ashcloud Phoenix. That goes in the 4. Captivating Crew. I do like Captivating Crew.
Warchief Giant. I don't know that one.
Ooh, that is not one I'm familiar with. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard of this card.
Myriad. It's a 5/3 with haste and it has Myriad.
I like it.
Oh, this thing.
Does it sacrifice? Myriad sacrifices.
Exile the
creature.
token.
It doesn't sacrifice. If it sacrificed, I would like it more.
Well, you just need a sack outlet, right?
Well, the only sack outlet we have right now is Goblin Bombardment. So I guess we would need more.
Actually,
Hold
hold on. Anax specifies non-token creature, right?
That's a good point. I think it does. Anax says, or another non-token creature. Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Not good enough. Fiery Emancipation is good.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting multipliers in here.
Fiery Emancipation and probably Gratuitous Violence.
There is Angrass Marauders. We are currently brewing Anax 4-power tribal, Michael.
Warstorm Surge.
Fiery. Do we want Leyline Tyrant? That's not the one. It's the what's the Warstorm Surge on a dragon?
That's Terror of the Peaks.
I think I'd rather have Terror of the Peaks. Oh. Yeah, Fiery Emancipation. We said Gratuitous Violence.
Yes, Gratuitous Violence.
It's still loading Fire Emancipation. Barrage of Boulders. Let me see what that does.
Logan, how deep are we going on the sack outlets?
What are you thinking?
Divin Harvest. Even though it's 2 mana.
What does that do?
Sacrifice a creature, destroy target non-basic land.
What if I just play
Rude.
Ruination? You know, Barrage of Boulders is interesting.
actually like Barrage Boulders. I think it's a
I'll throw
decent
it in.
include.
It's not really removal. Oh, hey, finally got a Fire Emancipation for me.
Oh, I just
Hey,
realized.
go ahead and put Blood Moon in the deck. We're a mono red deck. Let's be real here.
Then we have to put Mangus in the moon. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my Prison
I'm okay
Package
with
for
this.
Torbran in here. Yeah.
Goblin War Drums.
And then Magus of the Moon. And then Ruination while we're at it. Have I missed anything in here? We got Captivating Crew. War Chief Giant was one with Myriad we decided against because non-token.
Hey,
Roger Boulders. I don't like Perforos, but Ron's Blooded as much. Yes. What's up?
Goblin War Drums.
What the hell does that do?
Creatures have Menace.
Is that it?
Yeah, for 3 mana. Gives all creatures you control have Menace.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say all creatures get menace because that would be a
No,
little
no.
neat. We're not blocking much to begin with, but
Yeah, we'll throw it in. So yeah, let's put what other multipliers?
Ooh, Hero of Oxid Ridge. I like that one.
I have never heard
That's
of that.
spicy.
You've seen Hero of Bladehold, right?
Yes.
All right, it's the red one.
Oh, I think we did put Flame Tongue Kavu in. Yeah. It's the red one. Okay. So, well, let me go look at it. Battlecry. You know, I really like the idea of Battlecry effects in this deck, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It attacks creatures with power 1 or less can't block this turn. Now that I think about it, how do I feel about Hellrider?
Not bad.
Hellrider's not bad. Do we
So,
have
what do
a
we think of
Thermopod in this deck yet?
No, that's actually a really good sack outlet. Let me
Yeah.
put that in there while I'm thinking about it. Insult
Herbrest or
Entry.
Hidden?
That's the one that's no. Now I'm thinking of the avatar of the red avatar.
Want to know what Herbrest does?
Yeah. What does that Herbrest do?
Gives your creatures haste, makes your opponent's creatures come into play tapped.
Okay, so it is very similar to that avatar in red. Then okay. How do we feel about Hero of Oxid Ridge?
I like it.
I think it's good. Yeah.
I think we need to get a few lower drop creatures in here.
Very possibly. Herbrest
Do we
Hidden.
put Monkey
I'm
in?
not super high on Herbrest.
Yeah, is Ragavan in yet?
I'm not high on Insult to Injury. I don't think I am. Ragavan. I don't think I did put Ragavan in. No.
Let's get the dumb monkey in.
Dumb Monkey is getting. Let me remind myself what Insult to Injury does.
The
Damage
first
is a source can't be prevented if source you control did double. It's a damage doubler.
one. Sorcery speed 1 though.
True. I don't know. I think I'd rather the enchantment ones. Did I put Thermopod in?
Are we really big on Oxyvagonus?
I mean,
I'm
it's a
not.
card selection and it's a 4 power creature.
But I'd not much rather just play wheel effects instead.
Fair enough.
Vexing Devil. Interesting choice. I think people just take the 4 though. Like is in modern, that's more of a consideration, and people still take the 4.
Yeah, I'm not a super big fan of Vexing. Well, I guess even if Vexing Devil dies, we still make 2 tokens, right? Because it's a 4/3.
Well, assuming that we have Anax in play, I want to get some creatures that come down before Anax does.
I see what you're saying. Hang on, put this in sack outlets. There we go. Roger Volders. I guess we'll put that in like evasion. Ragavan just goes in synergy because he does everything.
Are we gonna go ahead and play Dualcaster Mage in this deck, or?
I mean,
I don't
we
know.
could just play the
I'm not
Dualcaster
really-
Mage combo, but I don't particularly want to.
I don't feel that.
Mhm.
Like you can just.
Hissing Iguanar? It's not already in the deck. actually doesn't
What does
seem
that
bad.
do?
It's a 3-mana 3/1. Whenever another creature dies, you may have it deal 1 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Interesting. I'm
Oh,
trying
it's
to
any
remember.
creature, huh? That's interesting.
Oh, but Garden Dragonheart is a sack outlet. I don't know how much I
How
like
many mana
it.
is it?
Huh?
3-drop.
3-drop. It's a 2/2, but it becomes a 4/4 when you make you sacrifice.
It's 2-drop, then yeah, sure. If it was a 3-drop, I wouldn't consider
It
it.
is a 3-drop.
Oh, 3-drop? No.
Yeah. What was the one? Oh, I just closed Scryfall. Let me pull Scryfall back up. Okay. What was the one you just said?
It's saying Igun Anar.
We do have Fanatic of Mogus in here.
Yeah, Fanatic of Mogus is one of the first cards we edited. It's very good.
Mhm.
Got Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's put in some Ball Lightning stuff, I think. I guess this is Sack Synergy. Yeah. Ball Lightning. Light. I can spell. Yes, there it is. Lightning. What other Ball Lightning effects are there?
The one we can't play because it's in Rakdos.
Oh, there is that one. Dragon Mage.
Don't make me sad. You could play things like Thunderblast if we wanted to.
How do you feel about Archetype of Aggression?
That's the one that gives all your stuff haste and your opponents can't have haste, right?
No,
Trample.
it gives trample and your opponents cannot have trample.
Well, since we are playing 4-mana stuff, I don't hate it. I don't like Chain Brute that much because it costs a mana to sacrifice.
Yeah. I don't like Blood Rage Brawler either.
Mm-mm.
That more often than not, that's just gonna 2-for-1 you and not do a lot. 4 power is good, but
Valakut Awakening again.
Oh yeah, we're definitely putting that in.
Oh yeah. Don't worry.
are you looking for
Avatar
of
Oh,
Slaughter?
Archetype. It's Archetype. No, it's Archetype.
Oh, Archetype of Aggression? Yes.
It's an it is an avatar. No, it's not. It's not an avatar.
Human.
My bad. Okay,
Human
it's only
warrior.
3 mana. Yeah, I like that.
3 mana, 3/2, gets pumped pretty easily.
It's pumped super easily. Turns our commander on quite a bit.
Indeed.
So
Synergy.
probably like about 2 or 3 more creatures in the deck. I think we can call it good on creatures.
Valakut Awakening. Let's work on the removal package. But this is something we haven't really done yet.
Oh, a braid.
Braid.
Well, hang on. Vandal.
Actually,
Vandalblast.
instead of a braid, Ingot Chewer.
I do like Ingot Chewer.
That's a good idea.
That one also only needs 1 power to become 4 power.
Yes. And hang on. Blasphemous. I can't spell that apparently. Oh, there's an extra H in there.
What was the Kavu from Modern Horizons 2 with multi-kicker?
Great question.
Well, it doesn't have Kavu in the name, so that's kind of annoying.
Okay. Let's see. We know. Oh, that's the wrong box. This one, Kavu, and then we put multi-kicker in here.
Flame Tongue Yearling.
There it is. When it enters the battlefield, with a 1 counter on it for each time it was kicked. When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature.
I like it.
So for
I
4
like
mana, we get a 3/2. For 6 mana, we get a 4/3.
Mhm.
And then it's also removal.
Yep.
Okay.
It's also 2 devotion for our
Yes.
commander.
True.
Spy Bellows is an interesting one, but I don't like it that much. It would instantly trigger Anax for 2 tokens, but it's also 3 mana removal at sorcery speed.
Mm-hmm.
Temur Battle Rage is an interesting consideration.
I don't know if I want that.
I don't know either.
I think since we have Embercleave, I don't think we need Tamer Battle Rage.
I think 2 board wipes is enough for this deck.
You don't need more than 2.
Removal.
Oh,
We have pretty
what
good
is
artifact stuff. Go ahead.
for early drop creatures again? What is the name of the Robber of the Rich? I think is the name of it.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. I think I know what you're talking. Yeah, and we're gonna be dumping our hand pretty fast, I think. So I don't hate that.
Put in Mana Crypt.
We're not putting in Mana Crypt.
Thank you, Ethan, for saying.
Not for this
put in
deck,
Mana
at least.
Crypt.
I guess that's card selection, sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so hang on. So we could probably use like one more removal spell.
Honestly, we'll probably use 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think we have enough artifact stuff, I feel like.
Lightning Bolt.
Actual
I
factual bolt.
do like a good old lightning bolt. Trying to think if there's anything that's better. Oh, god, duh, Chaos Warp, yeah.
Chaos Warp's pretty good.
Chaos Warp.
So I hear.
Shatter Skull Smashing.
We already have.
I don't think we actually care about buffing the tokens.
No, because then they died. Them having 4 power doesn't really matter because it's non-creature.
No.
Yeah, I think we just have tokens.
They also.
Over time.
I actually didn't look at Shadow Skull Charger and Sunstreaker. Let me see. I don't know.
Doesn't die.
ETBs.
He does ETB, but doesn't die. That is the problem. It's
Imagine
Sunstreaker. Sunstreak? Sunstreak Phoenix? Maybe that's what he meant. Okay. I don't know. I kind of don't want to include just because of the fact that I don't want to keep up with day and night.
That's a fair point.
That is a.
Oh.
I would include it, but I don't want to keep up with that.
Do we have Flame Lake Phoenix in here?
That's not a bad one. Phoenix. Oh. And
Phoenix.
also hit.
Phoenix is a good commander right here. Much mill.
Oh my god. Attacks you turn enemy or combat on your turn if you control. That, yeah, I do like that, yeah. Where am I putting this? Synergy. We're putting this.
Yeah, just start in Synergy.
Chained Brood. I didn't like Chained Brood because it was a mana. It was a sack outlet that cost you mana, and also it's not attacking most of the time. I don't know. I wasn't a super big. Yeah, just day and night text is real. I'm dumb. This is why I play monocolor decks.
Look, we only have one person that's like crazy enough to actually keep up with day night, so.
And he's the one playing the werewolf deck. So.
Yeah.
Turret Ogre, and there's a battlefield if you control another power with 4 or greater, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. I'm not super big on it, but I mean, if you guys think different, I'm not against it.
It's an ETB to deal 2, right?
Yeah,
Not
ETB
enough.
deals 2.
Yeah. 4 mana.
So
We can find a card that probably does the same.
Let's look at cards. We need a little bit more card draw, in my opinion.
Faithless Looting.
Looting, I guess. I'm trying to think if there's anything on creatures that can draw as cards.
Mm,
Because we want like
maybe. Is it fine if it's higher mana value than our commander?
I think it's fine. Wait, did we put Ragavan in? Did I still miss the monkey?
You did type it in.
I know you typed it in.
Where is
Now
he?
there he is. He's in Synergy.
He's in card selection. Why did I not put him in there?
Card
He's
selection,
not-
ramp. He's whatever you want it to be, baby.
Yeah.
True.
He do be the best one drop in the game of Magic.
I feel like we're good on ramp. We're good on removal. Probably use like one more sack outlet in my opinion. Okay, but yeah, let's look at card draw because I feel like we need a few.
Here. I'm gonna do what I do
Yeah,
best in
Australia.
researching. Ooh, interesting one. Sorry, you said Chaos Dragon?
Somebody said Chaos Dragon, and I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's this one. If one or more opponents, so you roll d20 if one or more opponents had the highest result. Oh, we all roll d20. If somebody beats you, essentially, you can't attack them. I kind of don't like it. Is undercosted for a 4/4, but like I don't like it for the fact that sometimes it just doesn't get to do damage.
All right. Similar risky card to work with.
Yes.
Avaricious Dragon.
Ooh, I do like that one. Somebody says Furious. Oh, I think we have Furious.
Yeah, I already included that.
Oh, you're gonna spell avaricious for me. We've already. I'm dumb.
Avaricious and then Dragon.
That is risky.
There's some card advantage though.
There is. We could include like Chandra, Torch of Defiance.
Oh yeah, there's also the new red Chandra, Dress to Kill.
Yes.
Yeah, mono red tribal.
I'm gonna put Torch real quick, and then we can do Chandra, Dress to Kill as well.
Ooh. Ember Wild Captain.
Ooh, that's one I haven't heard of. Can I click? Thank you. Okay.
No, you're not allowed to click.
Clearly. Card selection. Let's see. What was the name of the card?
Ember Wild, one word, add an E to the end of it. And then Captain.
Monarch. We can get Monarch back pretty easily.
Yes, we can. Has 4 power at base.
I like that a lot. I would.
That's an Ishin all-star right there.
Mm-hmm.
Zariel, Archduke of Avernus.
I like the Tybalt, the 3-mana Tybalt here too. I think. Well, no, because it's making tokens, so maybe not as much. Zariel creature control. Yeah, this is good.
It does everything our deck wants to do.
Koth. I don't know if Koth fits in this deck. I have to remind myself.
Koth turns your lands into 4/4s, right?
That's what I'm trying to remember. How big the land? It does make them 4/4s, but do we want our lands to die? Probably not.
Probably not. We're not against it entirely, but
I don't know.
Also, maybe. Stormbreath's probably a bit too costly.
Let me remind myself exactly what Stormbreath Dragon does.
I think it's 7.
Yeah, it's pro white. I remember when I played this in Ponza. It was a ton of fun, that deck.
You want to do Goldspan?
Goldspan's
duh.
pretty good.
Goldspan's a fucking amazing card. Alright.
Do we have Furnace of Wrath in the deck?
No. We do have Fire Emancipation. I don't think we put anything else in there.
Furnace is probably worth including.
What else did I know I put a multipliers tab. Yeah, we just have Fire Emancipation. So do we like Furnace or Gratuitous Violence? They're both 3 pips. They're pretty much the same thing, right? No. Furnace Wrath is 1 mana cheaper.
Here's an interesting one to think about. For a low drop creature, Voltaic Visionary.
I do think we need some more low drop stuff. So yes.
What does it do?
Voltaic Visionary is a 2-mana, 3/1 human wizard. Tap, deal 2 damage to yourself. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. When you play a card exiled with Voltaic Visionary, you transform it, and it becomes a 4/3 that can't block.
I quite like that.
It basically cycles once, but it does punch you. With our damage doublers, that's worth considering.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it that much. We already have a decent amount of like card advantage.
Mm-hmm.
We have 10 pieces of card selection right now, which is kind of where I cap out at.
All right then. Yeah, we can disregard it then.
What is our mana curve right now? Our mana curve is... We definitely need some low drops. How many 4-power creatures do we have? Let's see.
Or greater is what we're looking for, right?
Yes. I made a 4-tab to count. We have 11 so far. Which... Lower... Well, did I put Emberwild in? I did not put it.
Tiger Tribe Hunter. I am unfamiliar with this card.
Let's see. Whenever Tiger Tribe Hunter attacks, if you attack with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Tiger Tribe Hunter deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to target creature.
I don't like that enough.
It's too high of a mana cost.
Yeah, it has to attack, but it itself does not have haste.
No, it just has trample. I do like Valakut Exploration, but I think we have enough card draw stuff.
What's our main deck looking like? Oh, we're at 98.
Yes. We do need some more low drop stuff, though.
Ooh, interesting one. Don't know if good enough. Hazoret.
Which one?
There's only one.
There is. Yep, that's right.
There is only one Hazoret.
I hate it, honestly.
Don't want that one? Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of sits around and does nothing.
Most of the time. Hey, Bullet Monkey. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else. We only have 2 sack outlets. We could use some more sack outlets. So what are good sack outlets for mana red?
I think it's Phyrexian Altar, obviously.
Yeah, I guess that is just the thing we can put in this deck.
Since we have a lot of red pips.
I think that's good for those then. Oh yeah, I was gonna look here.
Interesting thought. Fury.
Ooh, Fury actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean what?
Yes, if we get the German. I don't hate it.
It's real easy to cast and get advantage out of.
The damage doubling effect is also pretty neat. Makeshift munitions. Yeah, that's maybe.
That one costs a mana to use, right?
I believe so, yes. Barrage of Expendables is a similar card.
I'm looking through the EDH page right now to see if there's anything interesting we missed. It seems like there's a steel sub-theme for some of these decks, which is interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, it
sense.
is a red deck. It makes sense.
How do you feel about Squee in this deck? Squee the Immortal.
Not terrible.
It's not terrible.
You know,
I kind of like it.
I like it too.
How do we feel about Blasting Station in this deck?
That's the one that deals damage, right?
Yeah,
Blasting Station's an interesting one. We don't need infinite sack outlets. We just need to sack once a turn, so
yeah, we just need value. Yeah.
It's not bad.
But this does win. Hang on. There's one able to target creature or player. Whenever creature comes into play. Yeah, so you can kill your own token. No, because you don't make a token off of Anax if you kill your own token.
No.
That being said, it is still
It's quite good.
quite good.
I kind of like it, yeah.
I'm cool with it. Let's go for it.
Yeah. Somebody said Earthshaker Kenra. I don't like it a whole lot in this deck. Or just kind of like in EDH in general. Really good in like 60 card formats, in my opinion, but
Yeah, just making one creature not able to block is just not quite where we want to be. It's useful, but
we say go ahead on Blasting Station, so I put it in. I'm trying to see. Yeah, let's see what's good. Oh, we never put in Console's Fury.
oh, Console's Fury, yeah.
I kind of don't want it anyway, honestly. I don't know if it does
That's fair.
enough. You know what though? Burnished Heart. It does make a token.
I still hate it. I still hate it.
Fine.
I still hate that card so much.
Burnished Heart overplayed. You heard it here first.
I feel like that's gonna be a controversial opinion. I really don't think it should be though.
I like it, but oh yeah, we were talking about Hellrider earlier. I think I like it. No, I don't think we were trying to
We were kind of
Anax
brute
makes
forcing
the
it.
deck work better, but it's still just a good aggro deck, I think is where we're at.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. We've gotten 2 pieces of equipment recently that are red and give haste. Do we want to include them?
What are they?
Like Glass Slipper and what's the other one?
What is Slash Panther? That's a really cool name for a card.
Playing Slash Panther.
No, that card's... No, I'm not playing that card. It's way cooler. It's not as good as it sounds because Slash Panther sounds like a super cool name.
It's a great name.
What?
Playing Slash Panther.
Glass Slipper.
Glasses.
I'm probably misspelled Slipper.
Crystal
knowing me.
Slipper.
Crystal. I'm not stupid.
I was mistaken. That one
That's
costs 2 mana. If you want the 1 mana equivalent, you play Boots of Speed.
Do we put Commander's Plate in here?
Actually, Boots of Speed is just better than Crystal Slipper.
Well, yeah, it's harder to run on heals.
It's right.
This is true.
Commander's Plate's not bad though. I like the idea.
Oh,
That
we
is
need
a
to
good
put in yes, but we need to put in the one that changes targets. Deflecting Swat. Yeah.
Sure.
And not Tybalt's Trickery.
Yep. We're the anti-Tybalt's Trickery gang here.
You know, I don't think I care about Boots of Speed and Crystal Slipper effect.
Wouldn't you just
I'd
rather
rather
play like Swiftfoot Boots or Lightning
I think
Greaves?
so. I think we can
I
put...
don't like to put Boots over. So like, my order of priorities would be Lightning Greaves into Crystal Slip, or not Crystal Slipper, Boots of Speed into Boots of Swiftness, because I value that 1 devotion quite a bit actually.
Mhm.
I
And
think we... How do we feel about Impulsive Pilfer? I think it likes to die. And
It makes token copies. I'm not a huge fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
not
Encore does.
Not a big fan.
Did we say we like Tail Rider?
Hellrider,
No.
Hellrider's okay. I don't love it.
I think it's too high on our curve.
Fair enough. Let's see.
Blood Aspirant. That's an interesting card.
It is. It's a little slow.
What about Ogre Battle Driver? That's really interesting.
Battle Driver's a consideration.
Battle Driver is a consideration. Do we like Rekindling Phoenix here?
I think I already put it in actually, and I do like it because it comes back.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think I like the idea of putting Iron Mirror in because it's a creature, and when it dies, you get a token,
Yeah.
and it makes a red mana. So
Yeah, it's a decent choice.
that means I have to cut a ramp thing.
Oh,
Maybe-
in our ramp thing also, do we have one that's colorless in here still?
No, that's why I cut Dark Compass just now. Everything
Okay,
else, I
I would
think
be-
everything makes colored mana.
I would consider adding Liquid Metal Torque anyway.
Yeah.
I like that because we have artifact removal.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna take Felwar Stone out over that.
I would keep in Felwar Stone over playing Cold Steel Heart.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I think you just treat it as a colorless if you're not playing in a pod with red.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It still comes
Uh,
into play untapped.
What's that other thing we were talking about? Molten Primordial? Is that what we were talking about?
Molten Primordial. Interesting.
Oh no, Blood Aspirant is what we were talking about. I don't think we strictly sack stuff enough, often enough.
It's okay.
Eldon, however, no. Well, is this making a token? It is making a token, actually.
It is
Just
making a
making
token. Not terrible, but not great.
Yeah, not good enough is the problem. I forgot Perforos is actually just a fire breathing effect for all creatures.
Yeah.
That he is.
I forgot that.
You do be bonking.
What about Dream Shaper Shaman? If we can
Too
just
much mana.
polymorph the token, yeah, it is a lot of mana. I was like, we
That's a
could
lot
be
of
a
mana.
polymorph deck.
Pretty cute, but
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm gonna throw Ogre Battle Driver, and I know we talked about.
I think
not
we're pretty
keeping
good on creatures, right? We're at 30 some odd creatures.
I'm still throwing it in, but we
Oh,
can
that's
go, we
fine.
might end up cutting it. So, Rage Thrower, I think we talked about. Did we put it in? I don't remember.
No,
No,
we didn't put it in, and I don't want it.
Thunderblust? I don't like that at all. Mog, War Marshal, Terror of the Peaks. I don't think I ever actually put that in.
Oh, would we not? Terror of the Peak seems great.
No, I think I just forgot about it.
Oh, okay.
I like it more than Warm Store Surge, so. Scorch Rusalka, whatever. Not a big fan of it. Let's see. Lightning Phoenix.
Haste and can't block, huh?
Lightning Phoenix is recursive.
Still don't
It's
like
pretty
it
easy.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Don't really like that much.
Now, is
By
this
comparison, I'd rather have the Phoenix of Ash.
I don't think this
is
is
this a? I was gonna ask if it was a Bergy deck.
I don't think so.
Not quite.
I still don't like Gadrak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I think if we were into the sacrifice theme a little bit more, Gadrak actually makes quite a bit of sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Extra combat. I don't know. I don't think this is an extra combat kind of deck.
I think we're just wanting to beat face once a turn.
I think so.
Are we in unreasonable? God, why am I blanking on its name? Morog, or putting? Why am I forgetting the
I
name of
think
the one
I'm
that
fine
goes
with-
infinite with Sword of Feast and Famine? The enchantment.
Oh, the not gratuitous.
Aggravated Assault.
Aggravated assault.
Thank
yes.
you. Aggravated Assault.
Yeah.
I
think
like
that's reasonable.
the
I
idea
think
of
it's Torsion.
Morog because it's a creature, but
I actually like the idea of aggravated assault plus Sword of Feast and Famine.
I'm just fine with the aggravated assault. I don't know if we actually need the infinite.
what is? I'm gonna remind myself of what the other thing.
Feast and Famine is cracked, so
It just untaps your lands.
It does other stuff too.
it does.
Yeah, but it untaps your lands. That's the thing we care about.
It also gives pro black, pro green, which is more relevant
But
than
wait,
you would think
but
it
wait,
is.
I get to make people discard cards.
Yeah, you do. Put that on Anax, and Anax becomes extremely fucking terrifying.
This is protection, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's necessary, but
It's not.
sure.
But we'll throw it in. Throw that in synergy. Throw Morog in synergy. Aggravated assault. Sure, whatever. Synergy for now.
Yeah, a couple extra combats to go in with our double damaging seems fine.
Mhm.
I don't.
I don't think there's really anything we need to add.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't
know
think
if
there's
care much
anything
about
left to
Kedis.
add.
Yeah, I'm just kind of scrolling through the EDH page. I don't think I care much about Kedis.
Stroll through and see if there's anything like obvious we missed. Like, do we want something like Seething Song, for example?
Pummeled Effect or nah? I don't think I want Seething Song.
Mhm. Battle Hymn. Did we put that in the deck?
I don't think we want
No,
it.
but I don't think we care. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think we get to like 5 creatures kind of reliably, but kind of feel like we dumped our hand to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, yeah. Shock. People are unironically putting shock in this deck. Okay.
We're not a Torbjorn deck, but we kind of are.
I mean, a little bit, but not.
We're like practically a Torbjorn deck. Let's be real here.
I mean, we
Or
kind
Ren
of
Light.
are. Coat Nap. I love that. That's a card.
Goat Nap, yes.
What do we like better? Burn down the house or Chain Reaction?
I like Chain Reaction.
Okay, that's where I'm at too. But I was curious what you guys had to say.
I think it's an interesting option.
What about Hellion Eruption?
No.
No. No.
Fine.
Gotta kill your own creatures first before you get the 4/4s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Fiery Confluence is probably something we missed.
Is it though?
Well, I would put it in like removal. I'm trying to think of. I think I might like it more than like Goblin Crater Maker.
I like Crater Maker.
I like Crater Maker more.
Yeah, it's lower mana.
It also makes a token.
I think we're good without Fiery Confluence.
I just really like Fiery Confluence.
Oh, I like the card too, but I don't think we need it, right?
Mhm.
This is a weird sack outlet.
Yes, it is.
We don't care. Hazaret's Monument. No, I don't think we care about that. Bauble. Bauble's just worse. We're not an alternate dimension deck. What am I?
No.
Nah.
It'd be a funny one if we were.
Wait, power? Power?
Huh?
Wait a minute.
What are you looking
How
at?
many power anthem effects do we have in the deck?
We have currently. We have. We have. I'm looking.
Because I'm trying to think if we might actually be an alternate dimension deck.
We have Hero of Oxid Ridge.
I wouldn't consider us an altar deck.
We have. What else do we have? I know there's probably a synergy.
We have Zariel.
We have Zariel. We have an Ogre Battle Driver.
We have Morog.
We have Morog. Not really.
Yeah, not enough.
As hilarious as it would be. Oh, Hall of Triumph is a consideration. We want another. Oh yeah, Nykthos. Well, yeah, we're not quite to lands yet, but yeah, Nykthos is a really good.
Yeah. Tav, you are 100% correct. We will add Nykthos to
this is
deck.
definitely a devotion.
Yes.
I kind of like Hall of Triumph. I think we might need a couple more Anthem effects to like really take advantage of stuff.
Ooh.
I am not a fan of
Neheb?
Well, which one? Are we talking about this card or are we talking about damage?
I imagine probably the discard-based one, not the mana-based one.
I actually
don't know.
quite am okay with the discard one.
You know what we don't have? We don't have Graveyard Hate. We need a Soul Guide Lantern.
Oh, is there any way we can get it on a creature?
In red? No. In black, yeah, we can do Callous Blood Mage, but
yeah. I was actually thinking, I forgot to bring it up when we were talking about the other one. Dauthi Voidwalker was an option, but for a sack deck.
That might actually be.
I don't know if I like the Nehebs, but do you guys disagree?
I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But 4-drop slot is like, it's a pretty packed slot. Can we take a look at our curve?
Here's a Ferocity of the Wilds. Attacking non-human creatures you control get +1/0 and trample.
Oh, what's the name of the enchantment that gives creatures +1 shared animosity?
Yeah, shared animosity. I think that was something Simeon brought up earlier, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think we said we didn't care as much about buffing the tokens.
No, that was Michael. Michael brought it up. I don't know if we're going to actually just get that many satyrs into play also.
Yeah.
Look at that exact pyramid.
Very nice.
That's a very nice pyramid there.
It's got a straggler 6-drop here, but we can not worry about Morog and whoever.
Alright, we got quite a few cards to cut here.
Oh gosh, yeah. Hang on, still scrolling.
Come on, Logan, throw the Shivan Harvest in. You know you want to.
Cavalcade Calamity, probably not good enough. No. We turn it off pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want Shivan Harvest. Not good.
I don't think there's anything in enchantments that we'd want to consider.
Wrong.
No.
Like
Naruto run. Well, I think we're good. Yeah, and now artifacts. Is there any big main artifacts we missed?
I don't think so.
Not really? No, I think we're good there.
Not unless there's someone spicy.
I'm not seeing
Unless
any spicy
you
stuff.
want to play an extra planar lens and then have snow covered in mountains.
No, having to do that. All right. Let's make.
Ferocity of the Wilds is an interesting one. I don't think we want it though. Especially if we're not playing shared animosity. Which I think shared animosity ends up just dealing more damage overall.
I did throw Ferocity of the Wilds in, but I'm gonna cut that. Get rid of it. Okay.
All right. Also, how many MDFCs do we have?
We have Valakut and Shatterskull, so that's 2.
Okay, so go ahead and cut 2 waste. We're here. Surprised Ethan hasn't commented on our Myriad landscape yet.
He might not be here right now.
Good.
I don't want to mess with that.
He doesn't need to know about our Myriad landscape propaganda.
I don't know how much I care about giving Menace.
I don't care about it enough.
Yeah, I don't care about it enough.
Yeah. I do, however, think I like Barrage of Boulders because it can let us have like a really big turn.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Is there... Well, Barrage has Ferocity, which is fine.
Yeah.
The thing I'm wondering... Or Ferocious. Is there a better option, like Seismic Wave, I think was the name of it?
Maybe?
Nope, not that one. What is the one that just straight up deals 1 damage to all these things and makes it so they can't block, so you don't have to worry about if you can trigger it?
I'll say end the festivities, but that's not the one that makes stuff not blockable.
Nah.
I don't know.
Where's my Ravnica limited experts?
Let's just find a really cheeky way to give all of our creatures horsemanship.
Why you hurt me like this?
You know?
We don't get no Delu horse.
Is Matrone Stormgald actually okay in this deck?
I think we have some
terrible.
trample effects. Matron Storm. There's no way I spelled that right.
Gald. Yeah.
It's Martin, right?
Yeah.
It's
not-
Martin?
Not Matron, it's Martin. Marton.
Marton.
For that note.
Cosmotronic Wave.
Cosmotronic.
How do you
Yep,
spell?
that sounds
Okay, how do you
right.
spell his first name?
O instead of I.
Marton. Marton.
There. Okay. Whenever it attacks other
Rombald.
creatures, you get +1/+1 until end of turn for each attacking creature other than that. Cosmotronic Wave. It is 1 mana more expensive. And yeah, we do have Trample Anthem effects. I know we have the Archetype of Aggression. I think we have some others too.
Okay, maybe not worth them.
Yeah, I think we can turn on Barrage often enough. I think the turns we want to get the ferocious effect from Barrage, I think will be the
turn it
turns
on
that we're going to
really
be turning
easily.
on anyway. So I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I like Martron or Marton.
Marton. Steve.
I mean, it makes your board kind of terrifying.
You know, you're right.
It's not
Like,
terrible.
I actually think Matron is kind of underplayed in EDH.
Can't get in the first tag. We're just gonna drag you there anyway.
Go with card selection. I think Embercleave is just in the deck. Just
Okay.
4
Bone
power-
Crusher Giant. Do we want this?
As much as I like him, I think we don't.
No, I don't think we need
We
it.
have better removal. On
Do we want our
deck.
ball lightning effects?
Well, I think our ball lightning effects are just ball lightning right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, do we want things that sole purpose is to just die? Also, please get Rage Thrower out of there.
Buy Rage Thrower. I think I want a ball lightning just because that's funny.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
only one we have like that. Are you asking if we want more?
No, well, I'm wondering if we wanted any.
I like ball lightning because it's fun.
Then we leave in the ball
Um,
lightning.
Is the second Phoenix there good enough?
Ash Cloud?
Ash Cloud?
Or Rekindling.
I like
Ash
Rekindling.
Cloud. I like Rekindling.
Ash Cloud's not terrible. Domes people in the face, too. It does
like
cost
it.
a lot to morph it back. I don't know.
I
I like it
guess-
enough to try it.
Yeah, I guess we can leave it in.
Yeah.
Scroll down. I don't think we cut anything else there.
Still like Goldspan?
It's Goldspan.
It's
just-
Goldspan
it is-
Dragon.
It's just a bunch of mana, but
Yes.
it also turns our mana into card advantage if we get our professional Facebreaker.
Yep. Yeah, we don't need Ruination.
Well, an easy like 3 cuts would be Sword of Feast of Famine, Aggravated Assault. That's like 2, I guess. Do we
Do
want
we
to
want Nick Lotus?
I don't think we need Next Lotus.
We have all this. We rant.
Yeah, but it's mana. It's ramp that doesn't cast your commander. Like, comes down too
Are we
late.
replacing it with something, or we just leave?
Oh, like I think you have enough ramp, honestly.
Okay.
I still like the Aggravated Assault, but we can cut Sword of Feast and Famine.
No, you had to pay 6 to flip it, I think. The Ash Cloud Phoenix, because it's 3 to put it on the battlefield face down.
No, you have to pay the full Megamorph cost to turn it over. Morph, you can put it face down for 3, but to flip it back up, you need to pay the full 6.
Yeah.
So it is pricey,
I think
but
it's
also it's a
doable.
recursive. It's also a recursive 4-power flyer, which is just kind of like all
I
sorts
like
of
it.
things we want.
Yeah, we should definitely keep it. I feel like we have a lot of removal. What of this do we want to cut?
Fury's probably the worst of it,
Honestly, yeah.
but I also like Fury because double striker and just needs 1 power to become a 4/4. Also, because let's be real, have you seen a Fury cast in Commander?
No.
There might be a reason for that.
I think it's a mistake. They don't.
I feel like we need to cut one of these.
Yearling's kind of meh.
Yeah.
Ingot Chewer's a little meh.
We can cut Flame Tongue Yearling. I think I want the Ingot Chewer more.
Yeah, I like having something. I really want the Yearling just because it is something that comes down, interrupts what your opponent's doing, and also is Devotion immediate for Anax to be a 4/4.
This is true. Maybe it's the Ingot Chewer then. We leave these 2 in.
Yep.
I feel like we can cut a Sack Outlet.
We can probably cut Blasting Station, honestly.
No, actually, if we cut any, why don't we just cut Phyrexian Altar? Like, what are we doing with that makes it so good?
That's true.
Yeah, fair enough. I actually think I'd like Blast Station more.
I like the damage. I actually don't even think the Thermogeopede's that good.
It is
Also, what's
4-power creature, though.
It's also snow.
That's fine. There was another thing that
You want to get some snow basics?
I don't. No.
Do we need Hall of Triumph?
Wait, what?
Do we need Hall of Triumph?
I don't think we need Hall of Triumph.
No, I put that in before we put on Marton. So.
Okay.
We need Gamble. Probably not.
Not really. It's a tutor, but like, I don't care enough.
2 more out of these.
Realistically, I think no, Aggravated Assault's the one that stays of the 2.
Yeah.
I'm against the sword.
Yeah, I would say cut the sword up top.
Well, what about the Ogre Battle Driver?
Battle Driver's okay. Zariel kind of fills the similar slot. Like it'd be up to those 2 for me. Or
Flame Wake's
Squeeze.
for
Squeeze also kind of meh.
cursive.
Squee is also kind of meh.
Flame Wake's recursive, so I think we keep it.
I like
I
Flame
don't
Wake.
really. I don't feel super high on Runaway Steamkin, honestly.
I'm not super high on it, but again, like I want early creatures, and it gets to 4 power pretty quickly.
I honestly think that we can
Yes.
cut the battle driver and be fine. Because I think I like Zariel just for flexibility a little bit
Well,
more
the thing
than
is,
battle driver.
Battle Driver gives
fair point.
haste. Yeah,
Oh,
I guess
so does
Zariel
Zariel.
does too. Yeah.
Yeah, like they fill the same slot.
Yeah, but if you don't
I don't
have
really know.
anything, Zariel can at least 0, right?
I like this curve a little more.
Yeah.
Let's say average mana value. It's hard for me to see.
309.
39 without lands. That's pretty good,
That's pretty solid.
especially considering casual deck that doesn't have mana crypt in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh man, we can cast all of our spells with that hand.
Oh, and we still have the infinite line of Sword and Feast and Famine Aggravated Assault. Woo!
Yo.
We do have an infinite.
We do have an
Okay,
infinite.
Time to get rid of all of these wastes so we can put in actual
It's
lands.
33
Alright,
basics.
first thing in is Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx.
Yes.
Give me that mana.
How do we feel about Castle Embereth in this deck?
I like Castle Embereth.
Castle Embereth is pretty solid.
I think it's one of the best utility lands you can put in the deck.
Dwarven Mine or whatever. I don't think I like it that much. Is it gonna? It's nope. There we go.
There we go.
What?
We can do it.
Oh yes. Oh, War Room.
Yeah,
Or it's pretty good. Bonder's Enclave for a similar thing, but
This draws me cards for 1 life.
Rogue's Passage to smack somebody with our commander with.
I suppose it does get. I don't
not
know.
terrible.
Like, Anax is going to get very large very quickly.
Yeah, I guess it's.
do be busting heads.
I think I think Rose Passes is overplayed, but I think this might be the right deck for it.
Do we want to play Shinka?
That's
Give Anax first strike
the legendary Kamigawa one, right?
from original Kamigawa.
I don't think we care.
Yeah, it gives first strike. All right.
True.
So it does mean Anax is able to just punch through.
What was it? How
Pretty
do you
safe.
spell it?
Shinka.
That's exactly how I was gonna spell it.
Yeah.
We don't care about Sokazon in this deck, I don't think.
No.
Honestly, well, okay. So here's the important question: are we going to try to play a Valakut in this deck? Because I say no.
No.
Probably not.
In which case, we do not care about the number of basics in our deck. We just jam as many untapped utility lands as we can. So
Do we like
Sokenzan-
Spine Rock Knoll? Probably not.
No.
Nah, that one comes
Not
untapped.
untapped.
True. Target creature loses all land. What could another turn? No, we don't.
Nice.
Hell yeah, get it in there.
Oh.
I don't really care for like depletion lands. Like we're still gonna have a ton of basics in this deck because we are a deck that
Yeah.
very much cares about our lands coming into play untapped. Realistically,
Free
no, there
shuffles.
shouldn't be a myriad landscape in here. But haha, Ethan.
Haha, yeah. Free shuffle. Free shuffle. No, I'm kidding.
We're playing Myriad Landscape just to spite Ethan.
Promenade Ruins?
I
Question
think.
mark?
Thank God. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why not? Yeah.
It's okay. Not great, but it's okay.
At worst, it's deal 2 damage.
Since
so-
we're playing a desert, do we want to put in Scavenger Grounds?
I was gonna ask if we needed scavenger grounds.
We
if
have a Soul
need-
Guide Lantern in here, so.
Oh, I know. But like, do we need scavenger grounds because we
I
just
mean,
don't have great.
Can I get rid of our recursive threats, which we don't have a whole lot of, but I kind of want to
Yeah,
keep.
we don't have enough to where I think Scavenger Grounds is actually good.
We got what, 2, 3?
Yeah, I think we have 3.
That's okay. We can get rid of some of their stuff.
Wasteland, Strip Mine.
Field of Ruin? No.
No, we're not ramping our opponents in mono red.
Here's an interesting one. Do we want Den of the Bugbear?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been too high on these lands in Commander because they do just come into play tapped so often.
How do you feel about Hanamir Battlements? But that means we need Hanamir Kirsten as well.
No, you don't have to if you don't want it.
What does the flip side of that look like? Also, what does Hanamir Kirsten do?
So what is it? 7/4 haste trample. Tax makes Oh, it makes you look for Hanweir the Writhing
Wow.
Township.
Well, whenever it attacks, put 2/3/2 colors of Drazi horror creatures. I don't really care for this.
Yeah,
Nah.
it's not enough. It's close, but not enough.
Yeah, it's not quite there.
Honestly, I don't think we want to overdo it on our utility lands. Like,
For sure. I'm just like.
we're actually, we're pretty much
think-
where we want to be. Do we get the Sokenzan in, or do we not?
I don't like Sokazon,
No, I don't think it's.
I think we should play it.
but the tokens are colorless. But, like,
Why does that
doesn't
matter?
even- Is Torbran?
Okay. it's still just a land that comes into play untapped. It's a basic mountain, or it makes you 2 bodies with haste.
Just
Like-
2 jump blockers at its lowest point.
Yeah. Or things that die to a Karavak. It's fine.
Horsemanship is what this deck needs, I agree.
It does need horsemanship very much. Do we want?
I'm in the card.
Do we want Relic Quarry Tower?
No.
Probably not.
There's
don't draw
0
enough
need for Wreck
cards.
Tower.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think, did we just put in Scavenger Grounds? I feel like it's not that bad of an ad.
Yeah, just put in Scavenger
Yeah.
Ground.
Just put Scavenger Grounds on.
And honestly, I think we're good on utility lands from there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like 22.
Which is fine.
Yeah, we
Which
don't.
which is not enough for Valakut, unfortunately.
Nope.
A little too low, yeah.
Let me learn my lesson and add them before I move it.
You did it.
Woo,
Did
alright.
it.
Let's go through
Alright.
the deck like we did for the last one.
Okay, now that we've done this, I just thought of this because I saw our good friend Morog. Do we need fetch lands?
No, I think we're okay with just 1 extra combat a
I
turn.
think we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're playing Anax, who his power is equal to your devotion to red. And when Anax or another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 satyr, and it can't block. If it's 4 or greater, you create 2 of those tokens. And then we have some board wipes, blast mosaic, chain reaction, pretty typical stuff. Ragavan because the monkey is good. Skull Clamp because it's really good. Robber of the Rich, it's a fun red card, and we're probably gonna be dumping our hand pretty fast, so our opponents will have more cards. Chandra Dress to kill because you can draw us a card or ramp us a little bit. It can also kill small creatures. Pretty nice. Oh, it says target player or planeswalker. It hurts people, and I like that, so we're gonna keep it. Furious Rise, because it draws us per se a card every turn. Lelia, because turns out that's really good, and she will also get to 4 power pretty fast. Valakut Awakening, because MDFC good. Chandra, because Chandra good. Also draws us cards effectively, can ramp us, has removal, does everything you want in a Planeswalker. Emberwild Captain, because who doesn't like Monarch and Commander? And also can hurt
I love
people.
you, Monarch.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cavalier Flame because 3 devotion, lol, draws us cards, lol, can hurt people, lol. Raja Volders, you just, Raja
Cavalier's
Volders.
so good, man. Cavalier looks so good in this deck.
I really like it. Plus, it can,
does.
and not to mention, it also can pump the creatures and give them haste, so.
Yeah.
That looks great, yeah. Barrage of Boulders to get us through for big attacks if we want to. Embercleave because Embercleave just kills people when we have Anax and a bunch of devotion.
It is Annex's best friend.
Indeed.
Yep.
Ball Lightning because memes, honestly, and it gives us tokens. Ash Cloud Phoenix because we wanted to try it, and also it's a recursive threat, even if it's a little bit costly sometimes. Atsushi because it really wants to die, and before it dies, it's also just a 4/4 flying trampler, which I like.
Flample good.
Yes. Captivating Crew because we do have sack outlets, so I guess we can steal stuff and kill it afterwards and give ourselves tokens. We already talked about Emberwild Captain. Fanatic of Mogus because we're doing devotion, so we might as well. Also 4
And
power.
4 power.
Also
Yeah.
4 power. Hero of Oxenridge because it's 4 power and it works towards making other things 4 power, and we like that. Rekindling Phoenix because it's recursive and also 4 power, and we talked about Cavalier. Goldspan because Goldspan Dragon's a really good card and also 4 power, and it has placed. Yep, that's where there we go. It's placed.
Placed.
Thermopause is sack outlet, which can give it ramp us a little bit. It's also 4 power. How about that? Soul Guide Lantern because everybody needs a little bit of graveyard hate in their decks. Castle Embereth pumps really well, honestly. Den the Bugbear, just a good attacker in the land slot. Mountains because we're playing red. Myriad Landscape to piss off Ethan. Nykthos because we're a devotion deck. Rama Ruins for when you really need a shock but you can't find it. Rogue's Passage because Anax gets really big really fast, or at least we believe he will. Scavenger Grounds because again graveyard hate. we want to kill other people's creatures with Anax. We don't want Anax to Sogazon because Jason said so.
It's good enough, man.
It probably is. We have Strip Mine and Wasteland as well because we really hate Field of the Dead. At least I know me and Matt do.
Yep.
Room draws us cards.
So I would like to make one note on Rogue's Passage. I would be amazed if Anax isn't like stupidly big for Rogue's Passage to be absurdly good.
I think it's gonna impress me. I really do.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Oh yeah, multipliers. Fiery Emancipation's great because it's one-sided, and Furnace of Wrath is a little bit cheaper, and we're probably gonna benefit from it more than our opponents are. Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon because we need to punish people for playing not enough basics.
One other thing on the multipliers.
Yes.
We did choose the multipliers that have 3 devotion built into them, which puts Anax at 5 power with just those 2 cards in play, so it's only a little more devotion to one-shot somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Devotion... Anax gives himself 2 devotion. So he's at a 6 power? Yeah.
He'll be at 2
Or
devotion.
5 power. I can't count. It's 5.
Yeah,
Five
we
power.
have 5.
But yeah, we're probably gonna have other permanents in play, so yeah. Commander's Plate for some protection, also Lightning Greaves. Also, Commander's Plate just lets him get through a lot of the time, I feel like, because he's got protection.
Yep.
Deflecting Swats for protection stuff. Sort of Feast and Famine, because we can...
Let's be real here. It's sort of Feast and Famine.
Yeah, it protects...
That should be enough explanation.
Yeah, it protects from black removal spells and green removal spells, which are actually relevant because Anax is an enchantment, so... You can Nature's Claim an Anax, so it's kind of relevant that we have protection from green on this.
True.
Also combos with Aggravated Assault.
The real reason it's here.
Yeah. Ramp package. We have Professional Facebreaker here, who's a fun new card that's coming out, and we're gonna have a lot of creatures to attack with, so probably gonna work out pretty well. Iron Mirror, because it is a creature, so when it inevitably gets killed, we get a token out of it. Liquid Torque because red's really good at killing artifacts. For other removal, Vandablast, which is pretty typical. As you can see, we tried to choose some creature-based removal because of the fact that when they die, they give us tokens. Shatter Skull Smashing is a pretty good MDFC for that as well. And then Chaos Warp to deal with the stuff we can't actually kill in red. Impact Trembers and Perforos because when you make a lot of creatures, they do a lot of damage. Some sack outlets for our bigger creatures, so like stuff like Blasting Station and Goblin Bombardment and Thermopod. Blasting Station loops pretty well with Anax because of the token you get. Obviously, the token won't give you more tokens when it dies, but you get to activate Blasting Station a few times a turn. Goblin Bombardment's just one of the premier red sack outlets. Thermopod is a creature and has 4 power. His Iguanar goes with these as well because of the fact that when our creatures die, it's going to deal an extra damage. And then just general synergy stuff. We talked about, I think, the Monkey already. Monkey is good. Runaway Steamkin because most red decks just benefit from it anyway. Aggravated Assault this year because we're going to have a lot of creatures to attack with, and the sword combos with it. Archetype of Aggression to make sure we can get through. Flamewake Phoenix is just recursive. Marton, Matt thinks is underplayed, and I would tend to agree after reading it, and we're going to make a lot of creatures, hopefully, so things should get pretty big pretty fast. Torbrand, because when there's red things in the deck, you probably want a Torbrand. Zariel's going to boost the creatures we make, so it'll get the things that aren't quite 4 power up to 4 power, so we can get more tokens out of Anax, as well as just make the tokens bigger. Terror of the Peaks, because we're going to have a lot of ETBs, so it's just a lot of free damage we get to do. And Morog, because extra combats are good, it turns out. That's everything in the deck. Is there anything you guys saw that you would want to change? Because I think we're good. I think we did a pretty solid job on this one.
Yeah, I think we covered all our bases on it.
Yeah. The only thing I would maybe change is cutting 1 land, but we have such a pretty steep curve that I think it's fine. Maybe one other thing to look out for is another haste enabler at a low cost.
Yeah, and horsemanship,
but
obviously.
Horsemanship.
Yes, definitely horsemanship.
Our favorite mechanic ever, right, guys?
Yes,
Right up there
the
with
best
banding with, or bands with.
Yes.
All walls have banding.
Yeah. So I think we're getting to 3 hours, which is good timing because I think we're about done here now, aren't we?
We're about
Yeah, 3-hour
so.
stream, 2 decks built in 3 hours, in pretty well researched ones as well. So
Yeah, I think these are pretty solid decks. I would be happy to bring these to the table.
yeah, hopefully we'll see him. Do you have any plans to play any of these anytime soon for a video?
I would love to play Anax. I think, like I said, Matt should be actually building the deck we built. Because he's getting the altar in. But yeah, Anax is one I've been wanting to build, and this was just a really good excuse to go ahead and build it. So
I got told 4 to 6 weeks on waiting for that altar.
So it
'cause
might
does have to
be-
get repainted.
yeah, it might be a little bit before you see that one on the channel.
Yeah, it might be like a month or two before we see it.
And Anax might be a little bit too because
We have a
think-
lot of stuff coming out.
with New Capenna coming up, we're gonna be working on that a lot. But after New Capenna, there's a good chance you will see some Anax. Yeah.
All right, I think that's about everything we got. Time to do the normal streamer thing where we plug stuff. Hey, so we are sponsored by DRAGONSHIELD. If you guys want to use our affiliate link down in the description, you can go and buy from their web store there. We'd really appreciate it if you do. If you want to follow us on our social media with either Twitter or Instagram, we have both those available. We also have a public Discord. Please come out and hang with us on the Discord. We love it when we get to talk with people and we just do things like help build or help brew decks with other people just casually, so you don't have to catch us during a stream.
And
Plug
also
stuff. Hey, so we are sponsored by DRAGONSHIELD.
we
If
just
you guys
kinda
want to
like
use our
chilling in there
affiliate
with other
link
people
down in the
too.
description.
So
you
even
can
if
go
it's
and buy
not
from their
magic related, you can come in there if you just want to chill and talk and hang out. It's all good with us.
Yeah, and I've just posted the Anax deck in the chat. So yeah, if you're looking for that, there you go. I will. I think I'm going to. Oh wait, I think it's censored because I didn't do it on the account. You know what?
No,
I will just add the links to these in the stream. Well, are we gonna leave the stream up on the? On
Yeah,
the
we're
channel?
gonna leave the stream up on the channel, as well as we should probably put them in the description of the video.
Yeah, I will put the deck list in the description of the video, so you can look for them there, or the description of the stream. Excuse me.
Also, let's just go ahead and throw it in the Discord. Easy way. Probably the quickest way to get it will be just join the Discord and we'll have it there. We'll put it in the Brewing Brain section.
Yeah, that's a good.
So people can take a look at it.
So yeah, put them in the description there, and then also if you want to take a look at the Discord, yeah, those links are down in the description as well. But yeah, I don't think there is anything else for us. So goodbye, everybody. Do you guys have any final things to say?
Enjoy your myriad landscape, Ethan.
All right.
Stinging Study is a bad card unless your commander costs 5 CMC or more.
Correct. And, we're gonna end the stream before